I touch your skin, I give a heat stroke. Not too many people can do the things I do. None of them can replicate my moves. Anytime you call on me, my girl, I'll be there in a hurry. Bolale, be prepared to cooperate with me. She asked how the wife smells so good, girl, that's who Dior. Her panty drip like say rain they fall. Your clothes have to be love. Exceptional gymnast, say this girl can do it all. I put you above all the other girls, but they here before you. Yeah, yeah. Girl, you give me life. Natural, mineral. Girl, you so. Girl, you give me life. Natural, minerals. Girl, you so. She said, when I touch your skin, I give a heat stroke. Not too many people can do the things I do. None of them can replicate my moves. Anytime you call on me, my girl, I'll be there in a hurry. Bolale, be prepared to cooperate with me. She asked how the wife smells so good, girl, that's who Dior. Her panty drip like say rain they fall. Your clothes have to be love. Exceptional gymnast, say this girl can do it all. I put you above all the other girls, but they here before you. Yeah, yeah. Girl, you give me life. Natural, mineral. Girl, you so. Girl, you give me life. Natural, mineral.
Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now, and also go to the notification bell icon, click it, and so that all so to drop a new banger, a new exclusive video, will definitely be notified. We are live right now. We are live. Let me give a shout out to my brothers who are with me right now. Shout out to Smith Santos. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Richard Stony Island. Shout out to my brother Gentleman's Game. He says BBC, the legend himself. You call me a legend, man. That's a big compliment. Man, I'm still coming up, bro. I'm still coming up. So, big news right here. Wilder is not going to retire. You know, has no retirement plan as of yet, and is even looking to bounce back. Okay, next year. Of course, I believe that Wilder is going to be heading to Nigeria or have an African trip, and back on an African trip. He's going to, of course, go to Benin City, you know, and reconnect with his roots as well as go to other, you know, countries or, you know, cities in Nigeria. You know, get to know Nigeria, understand the people better. I think Wilder went back on that. But as of now, he's got to take a very long layoff, probably 5 months or so. So before Wilder comes back, that would be like ending of next year, maybe before the ending of next year. Should be. You never know with Wilder. Maybe Wilder's loss to Fury, you know, the way he lost that fight, I mean, maybe that has kind of awoken a different animal, you know, in him. You know, you can't tell. A lot of people are saying, well, he's going to retire. He's going to retire, bro. Water has no retirement plan. According to the news right here, Deontay Water highs Anthony Joshua fight next May in bid to bounce back from Tyson KO. Deontay Water is keen on fighting Anthony Joshua next year. The Bronze Bomber is looking to bounce back after losing to Fury for a second time this past weekend. This is according to express.co.uk. So they say Waters are hiding a blockbuster showdown with Anthony Joshua next year, despite calls for his retirement after a second straight defeat to Tyson Fury. The Bronze Bomber is not ready to hang up his gloves and is keen on returning to action by May 2022. May. Wow. Water fights in May. If Water fights in May next year, you know what will happen? I will give him even another credit. After going through that war, I would expect Water to take a very long layoff. Probably maybe if he even like, let's say 12 months left. But if Water gets back in the ring in May, it means this guy he wants blood. And I just picked his next opponent though, you know. So the Americans co-manager Chili Finko commented on the matter and shockingly revealed Water would also like to fight Fury for a fourth time. Water was around fourth time, bro. Finko told Sunspot, "My God says the big fights is not on the drawing board now, but he would love to get Fury back again. But again, it's early and we have to get through Usyk and Joshua and see a couple of other possibilities. It's a massive fight, Water versus Joshua, no matter what happens in the Joshua-Usyk fight. And I'm not sure that Usyk, even with his great skills, will be able to deal with the size of Fury." This is a very interesting statement right here from Chelefinko. But Chelefinko is only looking out for the paycheck already, you know, because he knew how much they made, bro. He knows that Water's profile had gone up, and Water is the big, is very big right now. I have to tell you that, very, very, very big. So that is one of those things that happens, you know. Water versus Joshua, how would the fight play out? For me though, of course, no matter what happens, do you know why I'm so, listen, let me tell you guys this. I know some of you guys might not like it, but let me tell you guys this. I think I like the position that Water and Joshua are in right now, because at least now the reason why I like it is that now the fight will get made, okay, and there will not be any ego on the line, like who said this one now, yeah, I've got the more belts. We won't have all this back and forth, 50 million, invisible 50 million, and Eddie Hearn won't be able to some sort of advantage. We just get the fight on 50-50. Both guys have 2 losses. If Joshua loses to Usyk, it'll be 3 losses. Still big name. So this is how the old heavyweights used to do it. These are old school. Listen, then Joshua calls himself a throwback fighter, and I believe Joshua will do it. Why not? But I will say again, fighting Water, anybody that's going to fight Water next, be Joshua or anybody, will have to be 100% prepared, mentally prepared. Like, the mind have to be there. You have to be ready to DIE, because Water is coming to kill anybody right there. And the Joshua that I think will withstand. When I say withstand, I mean withstand that Water that fought Fury last time. Is a Joshua that fought Klitschko. That Joshua that fought Klitschko will go to war with Deontay Wilder, and one might DIE in the ring. One might have to DIE. I don't know. But it will be a brutal fight. It will be a fight that it will be even more better than the Fury Wilder fight, the trilogy. And it will be a fight that we all will talk about. Even the Fury Wilder trilogy is a fight I will always remember. Okay, that fight is a classic. I just finished watching it again. I can't stop watching that fight, bro. Thank God I recorded everything. Now I watch. I just sit down and watch. Bro, I don't see any loser in that fight, bro. Wilder is not, bro. There are fights where a fighter just come in and beat up a fighter just come in and beat up his opponent, dominate him, outboss him, or let's say outboss him or win on points, or like knock him out, and then that fight would just be a normal fight. But when you have a fight like Fury Wilder, whereby two guys going at it, like you knock me down, we thought Wilder is done. I thought it was done in round 3. He came back in round 4. He knocked Fury down. Oh my God, with a devastating right hand down the pipe of Fury, and made Fury do the Bambiala leg. Fury did the Bambiala dance for the first time in his career because by Wilder, bro. Fury did the Bambiala dance by Wilder's right hand hammer. Then knocked him down again, and Wilder at that time was tired. In fact, he was already tired in round 3. At the end of round 3, he was already like gassing like crazy. His conditioning, I think his conditioning was not in top shape, though. I have to say, I was not top notch that night. Maybe because of the weight he put on. I don't know what it was, but bro, and then he fought his heart out. His heart out, bro. It wasn't an intriguing fight. It is a fight that that you remember for a long time. Yes, Styles main fights, and the people say now that Fury has nothing to prove anymore. You know what? I just found out today. It's so funny. I found out today that Tyson Fury only has one fight left on his top rank contract, and this is the reason why Bob Arum, Andre Ward, and the company men, want him to fight Usyk. This is why they are clamoring for Joshua to step aside and say, "Yes, step aside. Let him fight Usyk." No. Whether Joshua wins or whether he loses in that Usyk fight, he deserves to get paid millions. After all, Joshua made the heavyweight division what he is today. I will tell you this: Joshua brought the heavyweight division back. He brought the money back. Before Joshua came into the scene and started selling out stadiums, huge arenas, bro, Fury himself, when he beat Vladimir Klitschko, was not even considered a champion. I mean, people didn't see him in a like they saw him just like a random guy that won some belts, but there was no talk about Fury. Okay, there was no talk in town about Fury. There was no hype around Fury. There was nothing around Fury. Of course, maybe maybe he's one of those things he said. He said something about homosexuals, and Joe Fury also went on a Nadrolone spray. We have to also remember that Fury went on a Nadrolone spray, meaning the guy took PEDs. He went on a PED spray, bro. Fury also, involved in cocaine, got super big, extraordinary large, all those kind of things happen. But even when Fury became a world champion, bro, the hype was not there. Joshua brought that hype back. He brought the money back. In fact, I will tell you, Joshua single-handedly made British boxing relevant again on the world stage. He made Americans A lot of Americans who had never traveled or from America to watch a fight in the UK, all did because of Joshua. You remember the Klitschko Joshua fight, how massive it was, and how a lot of Americans, the journalists, even bro, the fight was so good to the point where so big that even HBO, I think, shared the rights with Showtime at that time, if I'm not mistaken. So this is what I'm talking about right here. So Deontay, listen, I have to tell you, bro, I love the position Wilder is in right now. I love the position Fury is in. Not Fury. Joshua is in right now. There is no ego on the line when that fight gets made now. There will be no ego on the line, but when it comes to the fighting part, there'll be a lot of ego. Bro, this is an Ijebu warrior going against a warrior of the great Benin Empire. You know, it's not going to be... has there ever been a rivalry before? No, there's not be rivalry. So this would be massive. This would be massive. And if, for example, if the fans are lucky, let me just say this right now. Let me just say it right now. Listen, bro, this will be the perfect time to have that fight in Nigeria. Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos, live. No, that's not good enough. Abuja Stadium. No. Let's take it to Calabar Stadium. Let's take it to the city of Calabar, bro. That stadium, because we have to take it to because Lagos is too overpopulated, bro. Like too much traffic. Maybe Abuja and Calabar will be good, bro. Take it to that stadium. You'll be seeing Nigerians flying private jets towards this fight. I'm telling you right now. There are lots of private jets owners in Nigeria, lots of young millionaires in Nigeria. Even people that are not in Nigeria, they will fly all the way. I myself, I will fly all the way from here. I will fly all the way from here to Nigeria to go watch that fight. Bro, of course, the revenue will not be as huge as it would be in America, but it will be an event. It would be an event to be remembered. Listen, that will be remembered for eternity. Okay, it will be the replication of the Ali versus George Foreman, but even much more than that, because keep in mind, Ali and Foreman did not trace their lineage to Africa. Okay, they didn't. Of course, they did show us. Ali always was a proud African, but he didn't do a DNA test to determine what tribe or like what country he's from. You know, Wilder did that. Okay, and for Joshua, he of course is a direct descendant. Like his dad is half Nigerian, so that makes him Nigerian. Okay, so these are two Nigerians going at it right now. This will be big. Do you know the rivalry alone will be massive? Bro, take this fight to Calabar Stadium. You know what I mean? In fact, this will boost tourism, because the tourism in Calabar needs to be explored, bro. And the other day I was just looking at a video of Calabar. You know, I was like, damn. I look at this place. I said, man, why aren't our people going this place to explore? Of course, only people go there. Bro, imagine you put something there. Because if you take it to Abuja, there will be too many billionaires, and of course, you know, billionaires. No. We don't want too much politicians. We want fans, real fans are going to worship. This will be a perfect fight for Nigeria. Since Joshua said he would love to fight in Nigeria, this will be the perfect time to do it. I know Wilder will do it. I know that Wilder will do it. I'm not sure if Joshua will do it. I'm not sure. Because it will be good to do it in Nigeria and have the rematch in maybe somewhere in UK or Saudi Arabia or US. Like maybe a trilogy as well. Maybe a trilogy, bro. Bro, maybe a trilogy. Maybe I'm just dreaming right now. I'm dreaming, but this will be huge, guys. This will be huge. So the fight will be good. Well, we have to see what happens in the Joshua Usyk fight. You know how Joshua performs. I think how Joshua performs will be very essential because Joshua's last performance was not impressive. You know, he didn't let his hands go. It was disappointing, I have to say. The game plan was also the same. So what was this guy saying? Someone wrote that. Wait, who is this guy? He said Joshua should take a step aside money for once. Like AJ should take step aside money for Usyk and let him fight Fury. Joshua effing scared of cruiserweight. He's not the same anymore. Scared of cruiser, bro. I don't know if Fury and Usyk can pay Joshua step aside money. They don't even hand more than they don't hand more than Joshua, bro. So how much? Maybe if they give Joshua 100 million, bro, that would be 100 million. Joshua would gladly take a step aside money. Then he would take a step aside money for 100 million. Maybe 100 million is too much for them. 50 million will be okay. 50 million. Well, good, because both guys don't earn much money than Joshua. They are not. Listen, Usyk is not a draw. Usyk is not a commercial draw. Fury is not a commercial draw. Despite his win against Wilder, he's not a commercial draw, bro. If Fury does not, the reason why I would tell you this is that, okay, let's say in a scenario where Fury don't fight White, he don't fight Usyk, he don't fight Joshua. He fight, for example, let's say Tony Yoka. Let's say, for example, Tony Yoka. That fight would like the arena will not be filled. He cannot sell out stadium like Joshua. He can. So no, but like a lot of people will go there, but because you just know what Fury to expect. When Fury is not in big fights, the performance is gonna be boring as hell. In fact, the performance will bore you to death. That's just it. That's just a fact. But the reason why Wilder is going to be even much more popular, and Wilder is already very popular now. Wilder, I mean, the ancestors are proud of Wilder, bro. The ancestors are very proud of Wilder's performance. To the point where I myself right now as I speak, no matter what fight Wilder is in, I know that he's going to give it his all. He's not coming there to box and move and show just make being boring fights. No, he's coming for war. That is his mindset. That is what he does. So that's why I'm gonna be definitely supporting his brother. Joshua used to be the same, but the hunger, like kind of disappeared, in a way. But I just hope the hunger comes back in a sick rematch. And so, if they have that fight in Nigeria, but Gentleman's Game says, I don't think that fight will happen in Nigeria. Too much problems, bro. Forget about problems. There is no country on the planet Earth. There is no problems. America, there are lots of killings and shootings, bro. Suicide, lots of rapists, lots of child molesters, lots of suiciders, bro. There, bad things are everywhere. It's in the UK where knife problem is crazy. There, knife crime is like all-time high. There's nowhere there's no crime, bro. When it comes to entertainment, we have to protect it. You know, when didn't Central African Republic play come to Nigeria to play recently, bro? What do you mean loss of killing, bro? What do you mean by where you mean by loss of killing? Where is the loss of killing? You mean in the northeast where the government are fighting the terrorists? Bro, we are talking about South Nigeria, bro, not the northeast. You know why you want to take a fight to Boko Haram territory? Bro, we talk about South. South is different. There's no loss of killing in South, bro. If not, my parents would have died already. If there were loss of killing, like you say, bro, stop being stereotypical in that part. Lots of our families and members are there, and they are not being killed or hunted. Okay, but if they were to be in the northeast, of course, I would be very scared and like anxious and nervous. But it's different, bro. So don't generalize. America, there are lots of killings in America, bro. Lots of killings in America. Lots and lots of killings in America. How come that doesn't matter when they make a big fight, bro? There are lots of killings. There are killings everywhere. No, like maybe when you say maybe when you say Germany, I would say there's not a lot of killing here. No. But I want to talk about America. No. They would say, bro. Bro, there is no excuse saying it's not that easy. If it was easy, it would have been done already. Don't bring excuse. There's no excuse when we're talking about. Listen, I don't like this. I don't really like how some of our people tend to bring whenever it comes to Nigeria hosting a big event. Yo, this is happening. This is happening. No. We hosted at some point. We hosted the 2017 World Cup. A World Cup. 2017 World Cup, we hosted it at some point. I remember. So, it has nothing to do with that. This is an event that's going to be massive. And there are events being held in Nigeria right now. Okay? And 99% of them are successful. So, if Joshua really wants to if he really wants to fight Nigeria like he said he would, no excuse, bro. Get it done. After all, the military, if there is something that might not, like if there's an obstacle, the military will be there to protect the event. That's a fact. So let's not bring any excuse. Let's not bring any. There's no excuse. No excuse. No excuse. So that's just how it is. Yeah. Yeah, you said that, but not even the issue at hand. I'm here from Warren. Wants AJ to step down. Want AJ to step down, and for that to happen is like no. The reason why they want Joshua to step aside is because they know that Fury has only has one contract, one fight left on his contract with Frank Warren. That's just the reason. It's a fact. Fury has one fight left on his contract. That's the reason why they want to make the undisputed fight happen. So, not happening, guys. Everybody has their own surname to bear. Joshua, he's going to fight Usyk for the second time. I want to watch it because I know the Joshua that fought Usyk last time would not show up. A different show will show up. It will be entertaining. If Usyk beats Joshua, fair play. But that doesn't excuse the fact that Joshua remains the more commercially viable fighter, more commercially endowed fighter in the heavyweight division, no matter what they say. Joshua is the bigger name commercially, than Fury even now. Bigger than Fury commercially now. Is a fact. Fury fights, bore people to death, okay? Except maybe he comes out next time and start fighting like crazy and start knocking people out brutally, then yes. But I know that's not gonna be happening. Okay, because Fury is at his best when he fight when he's in a big fight. You know, a fight where like there's a lot of eyes on it. You know, a lot of people talking about it, all this kind of stuff. That's it, bro. Let me see if I can get one of you guys on the show. And let's see right here who joins. Let's see right here who joins. Or okay, Adewale joins. Good, Adewale. Adewale, how you doing, brother? Can you hear me, Adewale? I can hear you, bro.
Good, how you doing?
Yeah, I found out what's up. What's popping, bro? What is up? What is up? What
Yeah,
is
I'm
up?
good, bro. Man, you know, just another beautiful day, enjoying life.
Yeah, bro. Like, I want to talk about Deontay Bronze, Bomba Water. You know, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, his manager Chile Finco saying that listen, he's ready to fight the likes of Anthony Joshua, Ruiz, Usyk, whosoever's there, and he doesn't mind having a first fight with Fury. Bro, and also they are looking at May, bro. That's that. If Water can't fight in May, but that you have to say this guy is not human, bro. Like after that hard fight, I expect the guy to be out of the ring for over a year, bro. You know. But looking to come back, it looked like Water is like you know. There's a guy that said something. He told me, he said, listen. He said there are people that the more hard fight they have, the more blood they want. You know, the more violence they want. I'm like,
it can be dangerous for them, though.
Yeah, it can be dangerous, but this is what the guy said. Said those people those people are not. Don't think like humans. Don't think like normal humans.
This is what I have to say about it, man.
You know, yeah.
This is what I have to say, bro. If Wilder wants to come back in May, as far as he's completely healed, he feels good. Sure, no problem. He's at that stage in his career where he's in his late 30s, I think he's 35, 36. So he doesn't need to take too much time out of the ring just to get him used to that system. Because the fight against Fury, the third one, he looked a little bit good. He struggled for like 70% of the fight. Fury was putting it on him. But he did not look nimble. You know, he wasn't the mobile Deontay Wilder that we're used to seeing that would be able to move away with his legs. The guy gassed out very early. So I just feel like he needs some more activity to keep him in shape.
Yeah, you know, I mean, before they fought, they were out of the ring for over a year, bro. Wow, over a year.
Yeah, and that's
For
bad,
me,
you know. They were out of the ring for 500 days. But keep going, Mayo Joe.
sorry, you see, when I actually saw that comment earlier today, and I was very upset. I'll tell you why I'm very upset. See all
What
these
what
managers
comment?
and all
What
these
comment?
promoters, about Wilder coming back in May. That really got me upset
Why will he get you
because
upset?
come on, man, it just feels to me like all these guys. I'm not talking about Wilder. I'm talking about like the promoters that they're not after the interest of these fighters. Okay, it just feels like they just keep encouraging them because obviously Wilder is a massive name and they know that any fight he goes into now is going to be a massive fight and it's still going to be a lot of money. It feels to me as though they're just fighting for their own pockets. Listen, in my own view, Wilder should take a bit of time out, just a bit of time. For me, May is way too early. Wait, because see, you see that damage to his left ear. I don't think that 5 months, 6 months is enough for that to heal properly. They actually need to go check that out because this is the second time two consecutive fights where is that blood coming from that particular ear. It is not right. Wilder is a warrior, but that's why you have a team of people around you to say, listen, we know you're a warrior, we respect all that, but this is our advice. Get medical people to actually. Anyway, he's been banned for 6 months anyway by the Nevada State Commission because of the extent of the injuries he suffered in that fight. He's been suspended for 6 months today. So, but for them to be talking May, come on, man. Come on. See, the guy is a warrior. He's a fighter. That's why he pays all these people to also give him alternative advice, professional advice. It is not just to push him in there, just go and fight. The guy really, really suffered a lot of damage. But being the warrior that he is he can bear the pain. But listen, at the end of the day, I don't want to hear, God forbid, in 5 years' time, 6 years' time, 10 years' time. You see, being brave can be detrimental to you in the future. No, seriously, man.
Bro,
see, this is my own view.
Don't you know that the UFC fighters, they take a lot more punishment than boxers. Although it's less rounds, bro, but they take
less rounds,
a lot more punishment.
Their careers don't last as long as boxers.
Okay, well, I would say that. Look at Silva. Anderson Silva.
Sustained punishment is the worst thing that
I said, look at Anderson Silva, bro. He's still beating up boxers. In fact, he's just beating up boxers this time.
Boxing is systematical punishment. Continuous sustained punishment for 12 rounds. You see, with UFC, is mainly 2-3 rounds. You suffer that punishment, and that's it. It's over. You see, a boxer will get knocked down. He will get up again. You see, with UFC guys, they can tap out. The referee can call off the fight like, oh my God, he's suffering too much damage. That's it. Over. With boxers, the moment you can stand on your feet, you can put your hands up and all that. You continue fighting. It is that sustained punishment over time. Do you not know that if you're beating someone slowly, it is actually more dangerous to beat someone gradually, slowly, sustained, than for you to just give that person one punch knockout or damage that person and that person can heal quickly. It is that slow. It is the brain, brother. Bro, if you study biology, I did biology in school. Bro, it is the brain, brother. The brain is not supposed to suffer that much damage over time. The brain will start to malfunction, bro. So, this is nothing against. Wilder is a warrior, proper warrior. But come on, that's why you have it. Shalifinko should not even come out to say that. For now, to be honest with you. Come on, man. It's all about money. They're just using these guys for money, man. They're going to get their 10% or whatever percent they get in from Wilder, from 30-40 million. So they get in 3-4 million every time he goes into the ring. Yet the guy is the one. Come on, look at the last fight before this last weekend. And look at this one. Come on, man. Let's be human. I'm sorry. Come in, bro.
Honestly, I agree with you, my joke, but I also want to ask you, what if Wilder himself and the doctors tell us that he's good? You can keep on fighting. If he chooses to continue, no problem. What would you have to say about it?
Okay, what I have to say about that is that I think I kind of mentioned it before that Wilder is a warrior. You know what warriors do? They want to keep going. They don't care. See, their body is built for pain. That is why you have a team of people around you to kind of advise. But if he insists that, listen, I don't give a damn about all that, I just want to fight, then we can say, okay, well, we did our job. It's not up to you. You are the one that insisted. But to just say, oh, I want to fight again. Okay, when next are you looking to fight? For me, that's not right. You get what I'm saying? At least try to discourage him.
Plus, we heard he suffered a fracture on his right hand. So
exactly.
will he really be healed by, because maybe 7 months time, if it takes about 5 months to completely heal that broken bone, and then he still needs to start punching, it's going to take more time. I honestly don't see him coming back in May. It's just speculations. It's all rumors for now. But I believe he'll be back sometime.
I predict before the end of next year, Before the end of next
October, if we're talking October, November, I'm happy because I know that he would have had enough time for those injuries to heal. If they rush him back, some bomb is going to come and probably beat him, not because it's better, but because he's still suffering. You get what I'm saying? Broken hand or broken finger. This thing takes time to properly heal, man. He's probably going to get in there, even against AJ. He can't throw his right hand properly. He's going to be at disadvantage. He's not going to be on the same level as, say, he's fighting AJ, for an example, and AJ is 100% and he's not 100%. If AJ beats him, would that be a fair result? No, because he's not, like, he shouldn't be in there in the first place.
Well, his team are high in the Joshua fight. I think if Joshua loses to Usyk, though, like if he loses, of course the fight is going to take time off as well, and maybe ending of before the end of next year, yeah.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
great.
But
That'll be
I will
good.
tell you right now, I want Fury out of the heavyweight division, bro. I just want him. I don't want the guy out. He's going to stall the division right here. He's going to stall it.
Let me tell you what's going to happen with Fury, right? Fury is a guy that if he's not motivated, yeah, he's going to go back into all this drug addiction. If Fury is not motivated to fight Dillian White, that is, if Dillian White beats Otto Wallin, Fury is going to dip back into that old depression. I'm telling you, because if the guy is not training and is not motivated, he's going to go back. Look at the way he's already talking. I watched one. Look at what he's already saying. He's already saying things like, "Well, he doesn't even know if he's going to retire." That he's going to go back into partying and start drinking again. No.
Yeah, Adewale coming, bro.
He just logged out. I think he received a call.
Go. No problem. Yeah, man. Like, I do definitely agree with you in a way. Fury is gonna go on a Nadrolum PD spray again,
Yeah.
and
Probably start to snuff cocaine again.
no matter what some people will say about Joshua, no matter what they say about Joshua, but you have to don't forget the fact that Joshua brought the money back to the heavyweight division. So we are talking about this big money now because of Joshua, because he brought it back. And it's so funny that Wilder was in the game for such a long time, he wasn't getting the money. That's why Joshua has to be appreciated. So, everybody. And that's what it is, man.
Yeah. He brought money back to the division. Anyway.
Yeah.
Back to it.
So, looking at the possibility of Joshua Wilder having it, okay, now who will be your ideal opponent for Deontay Wilder for his return fight? Elenius will be.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want him to come straight into a hard fight. After that, he went through two, serious wars in this last two fights against Fury, and he suffered quite a bit of damage in the two fights, not in one fight, in both of them. That is my concern. So you should have a fight that is not going to be too. See, any fight between Wilder and Joshua is going to be a grudge match because of their history, because of what has happened before between the both of them. They were meant to fight for undisputed, but we know everything that happened and they didn't get to fight. So it's going to be a grudge match. It's going to be a serious match, a serious fight. And I feel that if Wilder goes straight into a fight like that, he might lose. He needs to have a bit of a lesser fight before going into a fight like that. And if Joshua as well, and same goes for Joshua. If Joshua loses against, it depends on how the manner anyway. If he loses against Usyk and it's a really good fight, and if he suffers any damage, he would also need to fight a bit of a lesser opposition before going into the Wilder fight, really, depending on how Joshua loses. But for Wilder, we already know how Wilder lost his last two fights. He suffered a lot of damage, and that knockout was quite brutal as well, that last knockout against Wilder was quite brutal. And it wasn't even just the knockout, it was the fact that he started suffering punishment from the third round until he got knocked out. If it was the kind of knockout that Dillian White suffered, which was just a flash, I wouldn't be too concerned because he didn't really suffer any damage apart from the knockout. But this one, he suffered sustained beating. Sustained beating. He started bleeding from his ears, from his nose. His eyes were completely closed. You know, and then
Well, he also gave Fury a beating though. It's not like Fury, like like he also landed on Fury. Fury also took some punishment, bro. Do you know that right hand went through Fury's core, bro? Go look at that. Go look at, bro. You don't really know.
I know. But
bro,
we're talking about Wilder now, right? We're actually talking about Wilder and Fury. You asked me a question about Wilder and Joshua.
Yeah.
So I'm not bringing Fury into the equation because that's, if you want us to talk about Fury, then I can talk about the punishment that Fury suffered as well. But you asked me about Wilder.
Continue about it. Yeah.
So basically, what I'm saying is that it wasn't a flash knockout like the one Dillian White suffered. That was a flash knockout. He did not suffer any damage until the knockout. But in the case of Wilder, both the first fight and the second fight, he suffered sustained beating, okay, until, in the second fight, until the knockout. If it was just the knockout, I would say, you know what, Wilder can even come back in the next 4 or 5 months because it was just a flash knockout. But that sustained beating, then the knockout, bro, it takes its toll on the body, man. You know, it actually will take its toll on Wilder's body. You know, and Wilder, we have to remember, you know, it's not really a spring chicken like that. It's 35 going 36 as well. You know, all these things takes its toll on the body. You know.
So tell me, like, how do you think the reception would be like when Wilder goes to Nigeria, when he visits Nigeria after that war against Fury?
He will be very well accepted, man. I think he would get an hero's welcome. It would have been sweeter with the belt. It would have been, oh my God, it would have been so sweet with the belt. But even without the belt, he will get an hero's welcome. He just needs to get the right connections, create the right publicity, because people, you see, the boxing community now in Nigeria, they know Wilder, but the casuals and the general public still don't know him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it needs like a proper PR team over there to kind of get his popularity out there, get his name out there. And
I think he should do a lot of interviews, you know, with the big channels and
thank you. Yeah, I was just about to say that he needs to do a bit more with
and also you will need a PR team in Nigeria because believe you me, what does like potential, like to be bigger than he is, like is massive in Nigeria.
I'll tell you a very good idea. Yeah, I don't know if you know anybody in his team, but even if you can send a random message to Wilder on Instagram, introduce yourself and send. If Wilder starts to associate himself, like if he starts with all those Afrobeat celebrities and the popular actors and actresses, they're always in America. Like say Wizkid is doing a show and Wilder shows up. You understand? That's how you get your popularity amongst Nigerians. You know, those kind of things. You know, say Davido is doing a concert or Burna Boy is doing a concert in America and Wilder just shows up.
You mean like Cameron Usman did?
Like Cameron Usman did. Just show up there. And people are just going to start screaming and shouting, wow, that from there. People
but first he has to go to Nigeria first. You know, he has to go to Nigeria first, you know, get himself used to the people, you know, associate with the people. Believe you me, I believe that I want to say this though, but I think Yaya Bello, you know Yaya Bello, that guy, that Kogi guy, I think he will receive Wilder. He will even welcome Wilder to Kogi State to come and he will welcome and it's election time, bro. And I know
Bro,
It's
even
a
Lagos State governor, that guy, he will welcome Wilder to Lagos State.
bro. The
You
guy
know,
is a bona fide warrior. You know they like warrior like that though. That we love warriors, bro. You know, so you can build from there, and because believe you me, water is so big in Nigeria. That's why I would say if him and Joshua have that fight in Calabar, for example, it would be massive. But of course, we have to take other things into consideration. You know, but we
the
just see
money
how.
won't be there unless the money won't be there unless one of these massive rich people, if unless they back it up financially. You know, how much in naira? How much can they charge? How the pay-per-views and unless someone like Dangote or
Bro,
$10
if the listen, bro, you know, like, let me use BBN Nigeria for example, as an example, right? You know how much they make in that BBN Nigeria, right? To host the
of
event
course
and
I do.
everything, yeah, making a lot of money, right? And you know, Nigerians are very like, of course, I'm not watching it all the time, but Nigerians are very connected to that drama. Bro, if Joshua listen, I think they would listen. The money they would get, might not come from the fight pulse, but from even private billionaires that are going to go there and watch. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying now.
The money might not
That's
come
what
from
I'm
the
saying.
fight pulse, but I assure you that important people are going to be there to watch that fight, and that fight is going to be like I don't televised all over Nigeria first. The news we move very fast throughout the internet. Even you that is speaking right now, you might even go and fly and watch it. I would definitely fly and watch it for sure. Like for sure, I would definitely fly and watch it. You know,
Yeah.
bro, this is what we're saying right now. The money for the ticket, of course, there will be VIP tickets, and you know, like very very important people. There are like people that will just. Do you know that there's one time one somebody told me yesterday. You know, he's one of the guys I know. The guy's in Benin. You know, he's in Benin City now. They went. They went with one. He went out with one of his friends like that. One guy like that. He hasn't seen the guy. He hasn't seen for a long time. They haven't seen for a long time. And the guy spent. They went to like a restaurant or something like that, or a bar. I don't know. The guy spent like 15 million naira, like nothing. just for drinks and all that. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Bro, there are people who spend money that day in Nigeria. Or people spend money that day. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. So what I'm saying is that, let's not look. You know, we know one thing about us that we always look at the Nigerian economy. You know, and say, oh, so economy is not stable now. Maybe
I'm
yeah.
not looking at economy. I tell you what I'm looking at.
Bro, if Nigeria, if we don't like entertainment, I don't think our music will be as big as it is now. Okay?
You see,
I don't think our movies will be as big as it is now.
For Wilder,
So Wilder Joshua fight in Nigeria sells itself.
You see,
I'm telling you, bro. You might not believe this, but I'm telling you, it sells itself. Everybody will want to go there.
Maybe not everybody. I'll tell you.
People,
why.
yeah. Tell me why. Yeah, tell me why.
Okay. You know, I obviously I don't live in Nigeria, but I'm talking to you as somebody who goes to Nigeria a lot. You see, boxing is not a sport that is in everybody's mouth or everybody's interest in Nigeria as of yet. Let me finish my point, right? See, you see the people, for an example, coming to you see people that talks about boxing in Nigeria are people who have some sort of interest. Now, a lot of them even got to know about boxing through Joshua and through broadcasts, like say Joshua wants to have a fight and there's football, so they kind of connect. Because I remember when I was there the last time, the Joshua Usyk fight was advertised alongside football through the zone. So in a way, that was how they were able to. So a lot of people, and it took Joshua a bit of time to build that reputation in Nigeria. You see, to sell out the stadium for Joshua. Yes, Joshua is popular, but it's not like everybody knows who Anthony Joshua is, but a lot of people do. Wilder is now very popular amongst people who are boxing lovers or who are just getting into boxing. But on the mainstream, nobody knows who Wilder is. Okay, if you go to Lagos now and put a picture of Joshua and Wilder to just put like 5 random people on the street, that who is this and who is that person? Some of them would know who Joshua is, but maybe none of them would know who Wilder is. Now, I tell you where I'm going with
Bro,
this.
I think that's a lie. I think that's a lie.
No.
That's a lie because
you, bro.
listen. That's a lie because I spoke to one of our brothers in Lagos right now, who is not into boxing like that. I've known this guy for like, I don't know, 13 years. He's not into boxing at all, you know. And I just asked him. I said, "Do you know who this? Like, did you watch the fight last weekend?" He said he watched. He said he heard of it, you know, because people he knew, people he was with, like they together with, they went to watch it. They wanted to watch the fight. Say, oh, it's a Wilder Fury. So listen, Wilder's name right now in Nigeria, of course, it's not as popular as Joshua's one. Joshua is way more known, you know. However, where anybody that hear that Wilder and Joshua are fighting in Nigeria, we want to watch that. I'm not saying it. Listen.
I've not finished my point, bro.
I know, but I know I know the point you're trying to make. But I'm just telling you right now that you are looking at it from. Listen, you are looking at it from just. These guys are not fan of boxing. So a lot of them are not fan of boxing. So yeah, they might not watch it. It's a lie.
The point I'm, bro, no.
Bro, get proper PR team. You think if the likes of Whiskey and Davido, all those guys are talking about this fight and the people don't watch it? Bro, I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that.
You've not allowed me to finish my point. If you listen to what I was saying carefully, I was saying that. What I was saying is that if, say, for an example, they just go straight into Nigeria, start to announce a fight and start to promote it, they probably wouldn't be able to achieve the full potential of what the fight could become. But for them to be able to make that fight a massive fight where everybody will hear about it, that was what I was saying before, that there has to be a proper PR. That was when I was mentioning that Wilder will probably need to go there a couple of times, mix with the popular celebrities out there, you know. Because what you want to do is you want to get a casual.
Yeah, speak.
What you want to do is to fill out a stadium in Nigeria to go watch a boxing match in Nigeria. Is you would need to do a proper PR where you use the popular guys on ground, all those big popular celebrities. When you use them, and then Wilder will need to be known as well to Niger people. Yes, Niger people are beginning to know about Deontay Wilder, but it needs to be known even more. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying people won't come out. All I'm trying to say is that there needs to be more promotion, proper promotion.
Bro, and you think there won't be proper promotion?
If they don't get it right,
bro, let me tell you one thing right now. Let me. I'm not saying like listen. I'm just telling you right now. What if Joshua fight in Nigeria? It will be the big. Listen, will attract the world, bro. I'm telling you right now. Do you know how massive it was when Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman, even though both are not from Congo? Okay. Like, do you know how massive it was when they fought in the dead motherland? It was massive there.
Do you know how massive Muhammad Ali's profile was? Do you know how massive?
Yes, it was massive. It was massive. It was massive. Yeah, it is massive. Still massive now. Yeah.
Let me give you my point of view, bro.
Yeah.
And everybody listening. So, for Nigeria to host a fight between Wilder and Joshua, the only way that would be viable is if there is an investor, a billionaire that decides to put down a huge sum of money for the event and for the fighters. Because there is no way that Nigeria can generate enough money to make that fight. Bro.
It's just like bro. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. Don't you think before Joshua fight, anybody fight, the people. Listen, don't you think there is somebody that put that guarantee him the money is going to make? At least there has to be a guarantee of the fee that is getting paid. Okay.
Yeah, it's matching, bro. It's always been matching.
This is what I'm saying. So now somebody there is going to guarantee Joshua. Of course, I'm talking about a billionaire or a millionaire or something like that would solve a lot of money. You know those people. So we guarantee Joshua and Wilder, their fight fee. Okay.
Ray,
that person. Wait, listen now. Listen, and that person will promote, like, we get proper PR team which are going to promote it in every corner. I'm about every corner.
Bro, let me tell you, Ray.
Return on that investment, just so
bro,
you know.
Thank you.
You're going to sell tickets for 100,000 naira each and expect to fill the stadium.
Because it's not possible.
100,000 naira is just about 200 pounds or something. So
it's not 200 pounds. 100,000. See, £1 now to naira is 780 naira. It's only about 120 pounds.
So let's be realistic. How many Nigerians would can afford 100,000 naira?
100,000
fight. But let me tell you one thing.
Millionaires.
I think you guys already have a negative mindset about Nigeria. No. I'm from that country as well. Okay. I know the potential of that country. I know the money that's in that country. So I think the negative view of what's going on, this one is this, we just use that. Let me tell you one thing right now. Of course, someone will have to guarantee Joshua and Wilder their money. Okay? Listen, Joshua, I see Wilder doing it for, let's say, for 9 million.
No, at this level where Wilder is.
Wait.
When you're talking Wilder,
hold on.
You're talking his team.
I see him doing it for 9 million. I see him doing it for 9 million. I see him doing it for 9. I'm just telling you right now. That I'm saying what I feel, because I think Wilder is not all about the money for Wilder, though. That you have to understand. I don't see Joshua doing it for that. Joshua will be the problem, not Wilder. I just tell you right now.
Can I ask you a question, Ray?
There's a fact.
A quick question came to my mind.
Yeah.
When Wilder went into boxing, why did he go into boxing?
To feed his daughter.
Okay. What did he need? The reason why he actually went into it, to raise money for his daughter's care. And you're telling me that Wilder is not in it for money. Bro, let me just break something down to you when it comes to businessmen. And bro, let me just make my point, please.
My brother, I will tell you this. Wilder is not money motivated, bro.
I'm not saying he's money motivated, but
someone that is money motivated will not say he will DIE, bro.
See,
I've never heard Joshua say DIE, bro. I never seen him. I never seen him say that.
Can we please get facts and emotion
Wilder
separated?
is not.
Let me just.
This is not emotion. This is fact right now. Wilder is not. Okay, Adewale. Do you see Wilder? Even though I feel like in the Joshua Wilder let's say negotiation, of course is Wilder biggest it would have been Wilder biggest fight at that point. Of course you need to get paid more. Okay. However, I don't think the money is really that important for Wilder, because let's say if Wilder was money motivated, the Fury trilogy, I don't think he would have taken it, because a lot of people didn't buy it. They didn't buy it because a lot of people didn't buy the pay-per-view because they feel like it was going to be the same again, right? That's what they thought. So imagine that if they knew, there's someone that didn't buy the pay-per-view and told me the day after, say, oh my god, I should have bought a pay-per-view. I just missed all the drama. I said, next time I'm not missing any Wilder fight again. You see what I'm saying? The trilogy was written off completely by the fans. Okay? That's why even they struggle to sell tickets. Now, if there's a Fury Wilder fourth fight, he will sell out, because the fans now know what they're gonna get. This is what I'm telling you right now.
Fury Wilder fourth fight will lose people's interest. I'm telling you the truth, bro. See,
the same thing we said about the third fight, bro. No. I will pay for that one as well. I will pay for it and watch it,
bro. Actually, I want to go back from the points that
I will
brought
pay
us
for
here.
it, bro. I will pay for it, bro. I will pay for that
Okay,
fight, bro. I will pay for that fight. I mean, I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
I know
cool.
people
I
that
want to
will.
go back. Okay, that you will. But I want to go back to the point that brought us here because it feels like we're going from one point to another. Now, let me go back to the point that brought us here. You talked about somebody guaranteeing money that will pay AJ and Wilder in Nigeria. Bro, I am telling you today, I am telling you today that Nigeria, there is money in Nigeria, but Nigerians are poor. Just know that fact for sure. There is a lot of money in Nigeria, but Nigerians are poor.
Bro, let me tell you right now. I don't like that statement because I will tell you right now.
It's the reality. It's the reality.
Bro, forget about that. Listen. You can't be critical.
Let me finish my point.
No.
I'm not critical. It's the reality.
Don't say that. I don't like that statement right here.
Because you can't tell me what to say or what not to say.
No. Don't say that. As if where you are now in Europe, there's no poverty here. Huh?
Of course,
have you been to some place inside Europe? Have you even the UK you're talking about? There are people sleep in the street right there.
What are you saying? I've been in Europe. I've been to Romania.
Yeah.
In Europe.
So why are you saying that?
I'm not saying that. I am not saying that there are no poor people.
No.
We're talking about Nigeria.
Nigerians are poor. Like out of 200 million, so all of us are 200 million. We are poor now.
You can go on Google right now. Type poverty capital of the world.
Yeah, type poverty capital of the world. And yet we have billionaires there that people don't even talk about.
We're not talking about individual riches. We're talking about economy. We're talking about the population.
Yeah. I don't, bro. Let me tell you one thing right now.
Bro, India
has over 1 billion people, right? You see all those images you see on TV about Indians, all this kind of stuff. You don't tell me that that's how all Indians are, right?
Bro, when they judge these things, by economy.
The same Nigerians are poor you're talking about are the ones paying a lot of money. Do you know there is one time?
But who are the ones paying?
Bro,
the ones paying are the billionaires. When you when you talk about Nigeria, let me ask you a question. Are you talking about the general population, or you're talking about certain rich people?
Listen.
Who is Nigeria?
There was a time I paid a lot of money to attend a big event. I wasn't poor. Of course, I came from the street, but when you say, like, I don't like using that word poor because you are buying into this Western mentality.
I am not. No, bro. I am not buying into. I am buying into what I'm seeing every time I go to Nigeria.
So
on the 21st
what you are seeing
this month again, on the 21st on this month, which is next Thursday, I'm in Nigeria again. I'm going to tell you what, bro.
Listen, what you're seeing
in people's quality of life. I am not going by
people quality.
We have a lot of rich people.
Quality of life.
Bro, we have a lot of rich people, right? We have a number of billionaires, okay? But I am talking about the general, bro. Let me just finish my point. I'm talking about the general population, the masses. I'm talking about if you go to a street, how many people in one street can you say are living above poverty level? I am talking about, like, when you look at the whole country as a whole, I'm not talking about selected rich people, a few rich people. I'm telling you about everyday life of general Nigerians. Nigeria has got money.
Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing.
Bro, let me finish my point now.
You don't know what Nigeria has.
Ray is not letting me finish.
You don't know what Nigeria has.
You can't let me finish my point,
until you travel to some other countries which have been too. You understand?
I'm not saying Nigeria don't have.
You are critical of your country. I'm not. So let's end that right here.
I'm critical of the government because of how they have made people poor. There is money in the country, but they are not allowing people to enjoy the money. They're not allowing people to enjoy the riches.
Allow people to enjoy the money.
Let me come in as a mediator. Let's go back to this boxing talk.
Yeah.
Now let's assume that they want to host Wilder Joshua in Nigeria. There are only two viable stadiums, the one in Lagos and the one in Abuja. Now, what demographic of people are you?
What do you say in one Abuja, bro? You have already one in Calabar, what?
Bro, I'm talking about me. Okay.
You forget about the one in Calabar. Bro, look at this guy. The one in Calabar will make the viable will be better.
let Ade finish his point.
Hold on,
Yeah.
bro. Let me finish, bro. Abuja Stadium capacity is 66,000. That's the biggest in Nigeria. Abuja
Mhm.
Stadium. Okay.
Mhm.
So if they want to make money, the most money to fill out by filling out the stadium, it's probably Abuja. Now, what demographic of people, like what social class of people are you going to put in the stadium? Are you going to put only billionaires and millionaires? Because those are the only people that can afford such tickets. That's all it is. How many millionaires are there that can afford 60,000 naira tickets for a fight, just one fight? You're never going to fill out that stadium. So the only way you can make revenue for such a fight is for an investor to put in a lot of money and pay for the fight without expecting any return. Now, one
Bless
final
you.
point I have to make. One final point. When it comes to their fans, Deontay Wilder fans and Anthony Joshua fans that will be coming from the United States, from Europe, from everywhere, they have to be guaranteed security. What is
That's
the
it.
current security infrastructure of Nigeria? Does it guarantee their security?
Their
If you go on
security.
the United States government website right now, if you go on the United States government website, what are the citizens must go through? Guess which one it is?
Adewale, you are talking like a brainwashed, you are talking like a brainwashed Western guy, bro. Let's forget about that.
Bro, you're talking about this Western thing. Ray, when last were you in Nigeria?
Let's forget about this time. Let's forget about that one. You know, if you are not proud of your country, I am proud of my country.
We're not talking about being proud.
So
That's not the
let's
conversation
forget about
here.
that. I know
Hi.
that if Joshua and Wilder fight, be in Abuja or in Lagos or in Calabar, I know that stadium is going to be full, and I know I'm going to myself fly there and watch the fight. That's a fact. I know a lot of people that will do the same as well, and I know a lot of people in Nigeria who will do the same. So maybe the people you see, I mean, you know what's so funny though? You look at Nigeria, as big as Nigeria is, you so like, I know there are, let's say, like lots of people, okay, who are struggling. That's a fact. However, when you look at the struggling, here in the Western world and the struggling in Nigeria is too different. Okay, it all depends on the level of struggling you are going through. Okay, bro, when you are broke here, you are broke, really broke. You know what I mean? There are some people right here who work day and night just to pay bills alone. You know already. They don't have their own house. Listen, bro, let me.
Bro.
May I finish
you
now?
cannot compare. You can't.
Don't tell me that. I
You
can
can't make
compare.
points without facts, bro.
There are people who just
You can't make points without facts. Nigeria is the current capital and poverty capital of the world. Nigeria is the current poverty capital of the world, and it is real.
According to our GDP, we have the highest in Africa. Yes or no?
Brother, I have a question about
Yes or
Nigeria.
no? Yes, we had the richest country in Africa according to the GDP.
Bro, let me ask you a question.
So that's a fact.
Do you know the
Yes.
difference between
So
the
this is
size
why
of an economy, bro?
It doesn't
Can I
matter.
ask you a question?
It doesn't matter.
Bro, no.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on. Let me
It
ask
doesn't
you
matter.
an economic question
Bro,
now.
I'm just
Let me
telling you
ask
right now.
We're having an intellectual conversation, right? Let me ask you an economic question. Do you know the difference between the size of an economy and the quality of an economy? Do you know they are two different things?
The size of an economy,
sometimes
the
is
quality of
determined
an
by the
economy.
number. Bro, let me finish a point, man.
Yeah, finish your point. But I
There is
know
a
that
difference.
I know you are critical of Nigeria, and that's not happening here on BBC. Okay, we know our problem. I will never allow that. As a fact, you understand?
Let me ask you a question.
I will never allow that.
Even though I want Mayo Joe to finish his point, but let me quickly put in this question. Mayo Joe, please forgive me. I want you to come back to that conversation of size
Bro,
versus quality.
I'm gonna remove I'm gonna remove this idiot right from here. Remove this guy from. I don't remove this guy from here. Get out.
Let me ask a question.
Immediately.
Let me ask a question, my brother. Anthony Joshua fans and
You want patriotic fools. You know, you like a lot of you guys here on the chat no, not you, Dewali. This guy, some of you guys are shouting here and saying yeah. No, not just all like that. Very unpatriotic fools. You know. Now they bring us out when come out. I've been, you know how many countries I've been to. So there's this is why I'm saying what I'm saying right now. Okay,
brother, wait.
I don't
Let
see
me ask you a
things,
question
so
about
don't
this
even tell me
fight.
what I know. I better continue.
Right now we're having this is a fantasy fight, okay, in Nigeria. So we're just having a conversation. It's boxing talk, right? But let's look at the finances and the security implications, which is very, very important. If they are going to have this fight in Nigeria right now, do you know that it's almost impossible? Because if you go on the government of the United Kingdom and the government of the United States website, they advise their citizens not to travel to Nigeria because of the security situation. So tell me that is not an impediment to the success of this fight.
Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing, brother. Let me tell you one thing. As a person that comes from an ancient land, let me tell you one thing. From the ancient Benin Kingdom, if you go to what was written, when you look at this, I was just doing my research the other day, looking at the British Museum, where they lied, saying that in the whole Benin Kingdom there used to be human sacrifice, which is a pure lie. These same people used all the tricks and means to steal our artifacts in 1897, all in the name of, we're coming you're gonna use it to I think something like for they said the expense of war, these same people. They came to my land, we told them to go back for now. When we are done, when we're doing our festival, you can come back. These fools came in by force. So listen, you might be talking to the like westernized Africans who don't know themselves. I'm from the Great Benin Empire. I'm a descendant of the Great Benin Kingdom. I know myself very well, and I know these people.
No, brother,
we've dealt with them for over 600 years, and I know these people.
Brother,
so don't no.
Nigeria
No.
has the next Benin Empire.
Bro, let me tell you one thing. Right now. Whether we're in Nigeria, we're Nigerians now. There is still Benin Kingdom in Nigeria. Of course, we are under Nigeria, and we are proud to be Nigerians as well. Okay? But when it comes to this Western propaganda, this website you go search, these people have nothing good to say about Africa. Why do you think all these Francophone nations still pay colonial tax to France? They still pay colonial tax to France. Do you know that? These Francophone nations, they still pay colonial tax to France?
Yeah. It's quite unfair.
Do you see that in their website? We Nigerians, listen. A lot of Nigerians have been brainwashed. Listen. A lot of Nigerians have been brainwashed by the Western way. They think they forget about themselves. They demonize their place just to Let me tell you one thing. Bro, let me tell you one thing. So you are listen. Let me tell you one. Wait, hold on. This sir, I'm very emotional right now because the same US you're talking about, the same US. So if you're not a proud Nigerian, so don't talk about Nigeria, bro. Just stop it, because I know your point. No, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Talk about Europe, but don't talk about, if you're not a proud Nigerian, don't talk about it, bro. Because we are talking about Nigeria right now, and it's very that concerns me. What concerns Nigeria concerns me. You are telling me about the US putting Nigeria on no-go list map, and yet why don't they talk about what's going on in the US, the killings and murders and gun violence in the US and racism there in the US? Why don't they talk about that? Why do they always portray everything good about them and leave the dark side of it? Why don't they talk about history of how they steal our people, brainwash them, and then say, oh yeah, your people kind of sold you though. Even though, let me tell you one thing right now. You know what's so funny? The day I knew that these Westerners are liars, especially the government, is when they said that the Great Benin Empire involved in slavery, which was wrong. Never happened in our history. Especially how people, some people also believe that. So this is what I'm saying right now. They've successfully brainwashed a lot of people to demonize where they're from. I'm telling you right now, I'm a proud African. I'm proud Nigerian. And since you are not proud of being Nigerian, I don't think you should talk about Nigeria, bro. That's
Listen,
it.
bro. I understand.
Don't talk about Nigeria if you are not proud of Nigeria.
Listen, bro.
You are bringing out the fact that we go to website and we see that the US are not allowed. Why would the US want their vote? Bro, we don't. Why should we care about the US? What US think about us, bro?
Brother, hold on 1 second. Let me talk, please.
Yeah, man.
I want you to understand something. You are making sense. Without a doubt, you are making 100% sense. There is Western media propaganda against Africa. There is direct control of African resources by Western countries through neocolonialism. But the collaborators that make that possible is our African politicians. The African politicians work directly with Western imperialists and Chinese imperialists to subjugate us. The only people that benefit from that relationship is our politicians and the Western environment. We, the people, suffer. And for that reason, we have different ways that we react. If I tell you that I'm not proud of Nigeria, why should I be proud of a country that has killed my people?
Bro, let me tell you one thing.
Are you telling me right now that
bro,
you have a family?
Whether you listen.
And you never got justice.
Listen.
Are you going to be proud of
Let me tell you one thing, bro. Let me tell you one thing.
Because you can't tell people how to react to how they feel. That's what the problem is with people.
You can be anti-Nigerian. I am not. I will never be. I am very proud. I am very proud of being Nigerian, bro. And that's a fact. So
how to react to my pains and my suffering. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Wilder Joshua in Nigeria is good. It's a good thing for them. No problem. But it's not financially viable. It's not security-wise viable right now. Because Nigeria is extremely unsafe and Nigerians don't have money.
Let me tell you one thing. This guy said, Lucas says, if the Benin Empire wasn't involved in slavery, why are the African Americans who are of Benin ancestry? It looks like you don't know the history of Benin Empire, bro. The Benin Empire was never involved in slavery, and the people that they took were warriors that fought off them. Why do you think Asoro waited off the British invasion in 1887 and killed dozens of British military all by himself? And let's keep it right here. Let's keep it right here. Fellow Africans who joined in the 1897 war. Before that, there was already war. There was another war. That was like let's say 200 years before that, before the British invasion. Now, that war, we have to look at the island of Sao Tome and Principe. Do you know how it was founded? And by who? Bro, when we talk about history, I know my history very well. I am from the Ogiso lineage, okay? And when I'm speaking about history, I know where I'm coming from. So I'm not going to hide anything. I know that some of the things that occurred in those eras, some of them were not right. But it hurts to see that fellow Africans, some of our African brothers, have now adopted the Western way of civilization, which is not bad, but they now use it to demonize where they're from. That's the reason why I love our brothers in the Western Hemisphere don't want to associate themselves with their motherland because of Western propaganda. The reason why I had to snap at Adewale, he said, yeah, go to the US website about Nigeria. They are advising their people not to visit Nigeria. Like I care what the US say. Or like I care. You know, like the US who's talking about, like the US who single-handedly destroyed Libya. What did they have? Listen, this is why I'm saying there are so many. There are so many. Listen, bro. Wait.
What their website says.
There are so. This is why I say There are so many. Listen, bro. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny with us? We as black people, we tend to overlook everything. That is why when people talk about, for example, Saudi Arabia and the human rights there, and I always see it, and they say, yeah, the human right there. Bro, these guys single-handedly they single-handedly captured our ancestors, use them as even they treated dogs better than they treated them, whip them hard,
It's still happening till this day.
and these same people will tell you about human rights. These same people say, yeah, saving lives. Bro, let me tell you one thing, bro. Anything that has to do with Western government talking about the challenges of an African nation, I don't care, because look at the origin. Look at the origin. If okay, bro. If you knew your East, no. You say you're not Nigerian. Okay, you say you're not Nigerian.
Let me ask you a question.
If
you had your family member,
if you knew the origin, if you knew the origin, if you knew the origin,
never got any justice, how are you going to react to that?
Bro, I will tell you one thing. There's a story that occurred.
No, bro, just tell me, how are you going to react to that? Nigerian military comes to your village and burns down your house and kill your cousins, and you never got any justice. How are you going
Nigerian military comes to my village and burn down the house. Why would they come to my village first? What are they doing in my village first?
Just so you know, that is currently happening as we speak right now in Anambra and Imo states.
In Anambra, bro, I'm talking about what are they doing in my village in the first place?
They are there because, in the quote unquote, they are trying to stop terrorism.
Okay, they are trying to stop terrorism. That's why they are looking for the terrorists in the villages, right? Firstly, the last time the military invaded my village was in 1970. Yeah, during the Civil War, the Biafra military invaded my village unprovoked, without no reason. Now, do I hate the Biafra military for that? I have a purpose to hate them because there was a king. Listen. No. There was a king that killed in my village. Then they massacred the love. Bro, let me speak now. Let me speak now.
You never got any justice.
Let me speak. Let me speak now. Let me speak. Let me speak.
How are you going to react?
Let me speak. There was a king, the kid in Uguneki that time, in that village, Uguneki, not far away from my father's village there. The massacred a lot of women, raped them. These are Biafran armies then. Did we now say, oh, we don't like those people anymore? No. It was war. We were not in war against anybody. We were not in war with anybody, neither with the North military or the East military then. We're just people doing our own thing. Our days of fighting war is over because we don't believe in violence anymore. Violence beget violence. Okay? That's how it is. Now you're looking at the things happening in some places in Nigeria. I see other things sometimes. I see. Wait, let me remove this guy. What was his name again? Let me remove this guy. This is your remove it. Yeah. Good. So violence beget violence. So what the military are doing, a lot of them, I'm seeing this stuff. I'm not happy with it. It's not like I'm happy. I'm not happy because at the end of the day, the civilians are going to suffer the casualties. However, the things that some citizens are doing all in the name of we are fighting for this, is also wrong to call out. Nigerians, when they give Nigerians a step, they would take three. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking my mind right now because I am not an enemy to the state. I don't believe in violence. First of all, I believe in dialogue. You know, I don't believe in like fighting people, like causing chaos. Burning, government properties. You know, if you burn government properties and destroy their facilities, they are coming for you. That's a fact right there. So you might not believe it, but it's just the fact. You say you are not a Nigerian. I'm very proud of being Nigerian. So we have two different people, with different mentality. Because I see the future, you don't see the future. You see the present, but I see the future. Because the people who are oppressing you today are not going to be there forever. Nigerians, we work with anger too much. We get anger too much. We get angry too much. We get provoked too much. Bro, the situation going on today is not permanent. It wasn't there a few years back. It's not going to be permanent. At some point, it's going to be resolved. How can it be resolved? Is when the two parties come together and discuss. It's just a fact. So I don't like people who are not I don't like it when people are not patriotic in a way. Like, I'm not forcing anybody to be patriotic, but bash your country in a way. But like, Nigerians we are used to bashing our country. I've noticed that. I used to be like that though. So bash. Until I started traveling. Then I understood our problems. We that are speaking right now, Nigerians are also the reason why Nigeria is like what it is right now. Nigerians are also the reason why we are in this mess. Okay, Nigeria. I'm talking about Nigerians. Even now as we speak right now, there are already people campaigning for Tinubu to become president. So you are going from a monster to a devil. So now you're not telling me now that the country will be better with people already knowing that this person is coming in. He's not going to be good because he doesn't carry the interest of the common man at heart other than his pocket. Then you'll be fighting among yourself to say, yeah, he's going to be president. Bro, look at the posters everywhere. Is all Tinubu plastered everywhere? Is it going to be the good president for Nigeria? No. It's not the president we need. We need a new breed in there. So that's just the fact, bro. So that's why I said Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria. 2023 is not far away. For those of you guys who's going to vote, well, vote for the right person. So you guys always bash your country too much. I'm telling you right now, whether you guys like it or not, this fight will be a sellout in Nigeria. Because I remember the first time I said, people say, yeah, Nigerians were like, no, yeah, bro. The Congo, when it was ruled by Mobutu, was even worse than Nigeria, bro. Congo under Mobutu was worse. But still, Muhammad Ali and George Farmer fought there. Of course, Mobutu sponsored the event. But still, it happened. People attended. Thousands of people attended the arena. So whether you guys believe it or not, people are gonna attend. People are gonna watch it. Just don't generalize because you think you are financially, like, you think you are in the Western world. It means you are financially better than the people there, bro. I know people there. I can't even boast to them or whatever. I know they got it. Okay, people there, some people there will make you look like amateurs. It's just a fact. Okay. There are millions of Nigeria who are actually struggling, no doubt about it. But there are also millions out there everywhere. Listen, people say, yeah, we need to change the government and do this, then we fine. No. If we want to make that country what we want it to be, first of all, Africa as a whole needs to kick off the influence of the West, the Western government. That's it. If we don't get control of that, we will never get control of our economy or control it. But I know that we are not ready for that talk. A lot of you guys are not ready for that. when by the time you kick off Western influence, you know, then that continent will be the melting pot. That continent is the richest on planet Earth. We have everything there. Everything comes from Africa. Almost everything in the world comes from Africa. African people, listen, the rest of the world need Africa. Africa don't really need the rest of the world. But we are not ready for that talk yet. How can Francophone nations be paying colonial tax to France? Colonial tax to France in 21st century, be paying colonial tax to France. Isn't the West supposed to be compensating African Americans and other Africans, enslaved Africans, you know, all over the globe, especially the ones in South America? They should be compensated because their ancestors went through hell. They were treated less than animals. They were mistreated. So they should be compensated. Instead, they are coming to tell us democracy, you know, trying to change our ways, change everything, even now, self. Now, this new, what do they call them? I don't want to use the word for it. Now, people where they look at now they want to introduce system where be say, man, another man go to look at another man nyach. They say, boy, that guy, you know, see that one, huh? That's what that one they want to introduce now. Another man going to look at another man nyach, they want to introduce now. Soon now, you're going to see many people like that. Will be say, man, people they don't like woman anymore. Now, man, they're going to like. What are you guys saying? They don't brainwash us with religion. Brainwash us with their democracy. Brainwash us with, we say what our forefathers they do, not correct. How come our forefathers were lived even longer then? Where was cancer when our forefathers were there? Where was cancer? Where was HIV they're talking about right now? So many of the diseases, they took it to Africa. Okay? How come our fathers were able to take care of themselves and live even longer than us now? We call ourselves modern. Yeah, we are this, we are that, we are this, we are that. Bro, but our lives are very short. Okay? And there are things we've missed out on. And I believe from, let's say, in the next 50 years, lots of things are going to change. I would say, that's why I always say, fellow Africans, stop trying to, it's not bad, okay? It's not bad to say, okay, now, yeah, to want to do things a certain way, you know, because I will tell you, it's not everything our ancestors did that were right, okay? But right is right, wrong is wrong. Until the Western government, compensate our brothers and sisters in America and in South America, then I will know they really believe in human rights. Not to say, yeah, Saudi Arabia is this, Saudi Arabia is that. You forgot about slavery? You forgot about the mistreatment? You forgot about the Asian Revolution that happened, the reason why it happened? You forgot about neocolonialism? You forgot about banks? So guys, let's not even go there. I'm not really happy with a lot of our people's thinking faculty. Of course they are intelligent, they are educated, but still, some things are right, some things are very wrong. And in this sense, I think Adewale is wrong in this sense. I understand his pain. I know what he's going through. I know that Adewale is disappointed, in the nation. But we have to look at things in a certain way sometimes. When we talk about this fight being what it will be, this fight will be a sellout in Nigeria. Okay? It will be sold out. People are going to attend. People are going to be entertained. In fact, we also have a look at what he will do to the young, aspiring boxers. The hope he will bring to them. You know, this is why when we do, there are some things like there are some things that we do. We don't stick up to that stuff. We always stick up to it when it's going well. We don't build something. We actually don't have grassroots boxing in Nigeria. Should be having that. I mean, we should be having that. So it's just what I see. Some of you guys might not agree with me, but I am just speaking my mind. At the same time, of course, I'm also very patriotic. I don't get anything from anybody. You know, Nigerian government are not paying me. Nigerian government are not paying me. Nobody's paying me. I'm not on payroll of anybody. But I've traveled a lot. So, this is why I say what I say. I've traveled a lot and I've seen things. You always have to defend your country no matter what. If you rubbish your country, people will help you rubbish it. That's it. You know, we have to be, of course, call out the BS as well, you know, but also stay patriotic. But if you say you're not patriotic, you're not Nigerian, so don't talk about Nigeria. Talking about if you're not patriotic, you say you're not Nigerian, then anything Nigerian, you move your hand from it. Don't talk about it. It's just a fact. Shout out to my Adewale is not in the chat now. He say me I don't agree at all. Adewale, the stubborn guy, bro. I don't know, stubborn guy. He said if the military of a country that is supposed to protect the people turns its guns on innocent, defenseless citizens, that military and its country has lost its validity in the eyes of the people. It depends on the people you ask, though. I mean, where I'm, like my area, the military hasn't turned their guns on us, or my people. It depends. If the military are looking for terrorists or saboteurs, of course they will look for them anywhere they can find them. But I don't think the military just go to somewhere and start shooting people like that. They are not animals, bro. It said, yeah, Kaman said he's not stubborn, he's passionate. Yeah, I know he's passionate, you know, but he said he's not proud Nigerian. So I say he shouldn't talk anything about, he shouldn't discuss about Nigeria then. I am proud Nigerian. I will always be, you know. Shout out to my brother Dennis Moses. He says, BBC, good work, brother. Have you heard the news today that Fury is eating at retirement, that he don't think he wants to continue fighting? I didn't hear it though. Retirement? Really? That's crazy. That would be crazy if Fury does that, you know. That would be crazy if Fury does that. Retirement. Fury, that guy, you know, one that should never end, man. Just messaged Boxing Blog Center on Facebook. You messaged me you mean the page, not my personal channel. Anyway, let me see. Let me look at it right here. Shout out to you guys though. Shout out to you, bro. I can't wait for Rafa Akpajere to fight November 6th. I'm so looking forward to Akpajere fight. It's going to be another brutal knockout, you know. Bro, I don't see him. I check him for you. I don't see you. Lekan, I don't see you here, bro. I'm on Box Blog Center page now. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it now. Yeah, man, I can't find it. I can't see it here, bro. I can't see it. I can't see it. Uh, Adewale said, have you heard of unknown soldier? Now we have unknown gunman and unknown president. It depends how you look at it, though. I mean, I've heard of unknown soldier. Fella sang about it, and when they invaded Calacuta, then and threw his mom out of the window, something like that. I think it was led by Basanjo that time during the military regime. So now we have unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen. It's weird. All governments are known. I guess unknown government. There are no government that are unknown, bro. All government are known. But people who call them unknown government are just shielding them from getting exposed, or they're afraid of exposing them. They are known. They are not unknown government. Unknown president. I don't know any of unknown president. We have a president there, Muhammad Buhari, is our president now. By 2023, he will be out, and a new president will come on. So yeah. Gentleman's Game said, BBC, which do you like better, Ghana Jollof or Niger Jollof? I haven't had Ghana Jollof before. I haven't eaten it, bro. Like, I grew up eating Nigerian Jollof. So Nigerian Jollof for now. By the time I taste Ghanaian Jollof, then I can compare. So you can ask the people who've tasted Ghanaian Jollof, who've had it. You know, I haven't really had it like that. There's a rice that one of my Ghanaian friend cooked at some point. But it's not jollof. It's not jollof. Like something like fried. It's like fried rice. Not jollof. That wasn't jollof. That was fried rice. So I can, but compare the fried rice, bro. Nigerian fried rice beats that one, bro. All day. And they always said, very soon we will be hearing of unknown country. Well, that is your dream, bro. There is no unknown country. In your dream, you just keep dreaming and thinking. Adewale, just keep thinking, keep thinking everything negative. Keep having negative wishes, or like having wishes that might not, like, or wishes that might not come true. There will never be an unknown country.
Good job again.
A country is either unknown or either known or non-existent, you know. So that's what I think. That's what I mean. That's the facts. So shout out to my brother. Good evening to Spooky Dude. Lucan says, I guarantee you, even if BBC tastes Ghana Jollof, he will still pick Nigerian Jollof. Ah, baby. Yeah, this guy's funny. Well, let me taste it first. You know, I'm not biased. I'm not biased, bro. I'm not biased, bro. It's not BBC. You have to write. Is boxing? Listen, my Facebook, my personal Facebook is this. Is Raymond Ogbaide. That's my personal Facebook. Add me there. Add me on my personal Facebook now. I can call you. I can call you from there. You know. So I can call you from there. Add me now on it. So, Gentleman's Game said, BBC, don't forget, we talked about how complacent the government is. Remember the COVID money. Yes, we talked about that. And I'm not in, listen, you guys don't get me wrong. I'm not supporting Nigerian government that anyway. Like, I don't even care about the Nigerian government. However, you've got to also respect them. They are a government at the end of the day. And we put them there. We elected them. Okay? We elected them. During the election, there were Nigerians who took the sum of 5,000 naira to vote for a candidate they know is not good, but they collect the money, took the money. The reason why Ali versus Foreman was good in Zaire was because the corrupt president of the country, Mobutu Seseko, sponsored the fight from the money he stole from the Congolese. Bro, I'm still telling you, Mobutu Seseko did not force the people to sing Ali Boumaye. Ali Boumaye. He wasn't the people that went forced to sing that name, Ali Boumaye, to he President Muhammad Ali, to support Ali over George Foreman. Like they went first. This is what I'm talking about, passion right now. Imagine people that watched that fight. They will remember it till death. Okay. In Nigeria, we don't have a Mobutu. Now we don't have a Mobutu. However, there are people there who've got money that can money to guarantee. They will say, okay, I'm guaranteeing you this money in case if the initial polls don't go through, and it will be on contract and everything. I know there are people that can do it. That's a fact. You know it. I know it. So you say your Nigerians are this. How many Nigerians? Like there are over 200 million Nigerians. In Nigeria alone. In Nigeria alone. How many are going to attend the stadium? 60,000? So the rest are going to watch it at home. They're going to watch it home. On TV. The TV right is also money. The TV rights is also money, bro. Like I said again, the TV rights is also money. The views alone for that fight will be off the roof. It's a fact. Whether you like it or not. This guy, Lekan says, AJ versus Water, Nigeria makes no sense right now. Let one of them get the belt first. Bro, why are you saying like this? It makes sense now. It makes sense now. Because now we be like, no, maybe after Joshua defeat okay, let's say after Joshua Usyk rematch. Because remember, when both of them had the belts, I don't think Nigeria will care about the belts. Nigeria will not care about it. They will care about the entertainment, the fight. Okay. We know I've noticed anytime it comes to Africa, the Western media, you always downplay it. If something is not taking place in the West, they always downplay it. The same way they downplayed the World Cup that was hosted in South Africa. Remember in 2010, I saw, like, it's so funny that when it was announced that the World Cup will be hosted in South Africa, so many Western media say, "Oh, it's not going to work." They started downplaying everything. They started talking about South Africa negatively, bringing the negative side out, showcasing the poor side of South Africa and saying, like, look at, this is a place where there's the slums, the slums, and yet there's the place where people, the luxury. They were like, it's always with them like that, the Western media. is our biggest enemy. You guys don't know it. The Western media is Africa's biggest enemy because they instigate all those things. They brainwash the people in the West. They even brainwash our own people to not even want to go back. They take our best, the best among us, and then leave and then use the best among us to fuck to I don't want to use that word, to F the ones that are in Africa up. That's what they do. You guys don't know it until you understand the game. I understand the game now. This is why I am a Pagedian, okay? Because I see beyond just your president, your governor, your senator. I see beyond that. I'm looking at the bigger fish, So let Nigeria also have something nice. Let Nigeria also have something nice. South African is technically part of the West, like Australia. Forget the fact it's supposed in Africa, bro. We're not talking about. We're talking about when bro. If it was like that, how come all those negative news were posted, and how come they post Africa negative light when before the World Cup? How they were, bro? If I show you the headlines, some headlines I was like, wow. They say it's not going to be possible. They can't do it. Bro, they said so many stuff, and yet they did it. And it was successful. Because anytime we come to Africa anytime we're hosting big events, or they always bring up something. And our people, someone like Adewale, will be the one to castigate Nigeria. People, you're just doing the bidding of the Western media. That's what they want you to be doing, bashing your people, bashing your origin, and then so that your generation will not see it fit to even say, "Oh, bro." You know what's so funny? We always look at the present, but forget about the future. That's one thing about. Well, we have to also look at the future. So. Well, I'm not saying that Adewale is wrong in everything he's saying, because he's not actually wrong in many things he's saying. However, it's not the right way to go about it. Because the enemy or the supposed enemy is just enjoying the ride of you bashing your own nation. They enjoy the ride. Let me call my brother Lucan. Lucan, Abek, pick the corner. Alpha. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
What's up?
I want to say thanks for supporting the channel. I know we don't always agree on so many things, but I like the fact that you support the channel. It's very interesting, very nice, and at least, it's so funny that people will just criticize you a lot, but they just know how to criticize, but don't know how to support. You criticize and support, and I appreciate that. How you doing? How's everything?
No problem. Things are going good.
You
always cover interesting topics.
You from Nigeria, right?
Yeah, I was born in Nigeria, but I lived in the United States for most of my life. Yeah,
I know. I saw it from your name. I saw it from your, but I didn't believe. People can just change name. There was a time I spoke to someone who had Nigerian name, supposed Nigerian name. And the guy was from Philippines, for the Philippines. Yeah, I was surprised. I said, I thought you were from Nigeria. I said, no, I'm from Philippines. So how come you have Nigerian name? I said, yeah, I just made that, So a Nigerian will think he's, the way the guy was speaking and the way when we're, communicating, I thought he was Nigerian. With his linguistics, and it's funny. I guess Nigerians must be in the Philippines. They must be Nigerians in the Philippines. I mean, there's no way you can just know all those things through the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that one.
Well,
It's
I
strange.
know. So you live in the United States. Where in the United States you live at?
I live in Boston.
Oh, Boston. That's a good city, bro. That's a good city. So what do you make of I'm going to add you to the contributors panel, But continue. So what do you make of the Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight next year?
I don't think right now it makes sense. That's in my opinion. I don't think it makes sense right now at the moment. Just because, okay, the fight makes sense. Assuming AJ loses to Usyk, then Wilder AJ makes sense. But I feel like that fight in Nigeria should be a thing of pride, and they can't have pride without any belts.
Don't you think Wilder and Joshua don't need the belts to make big fight, massive fight?
No, I agree. They don't need the belts to make big fights, but these guys were former world champions. They're champion level fighters. And the fact that it took them to lose the belts before they finally came to Nigeria to fight doesn't make any sense to me. They should come back to Nigeria with a sense of pride and know that these guys, those two, are the top of their sport, and they're fighting for that number 1 spot rather than the number 3 and number 4 spot that they're fighting for.
But the way to the top is kind of still far away though for them, because Joshua, of course, has the chance to recover his belts back, against Usyk in his next year. He has a chance. As for Wilder, he's going to have to rebuild. Okay, maybe if Fury vacates, then yeah. But if he doesn't, then what has
Fury's
to
already trying to escape. He's trying to run away right now. Because people have started hyping him up. They said, "Oh, right now you're bigger than the belts, this and that." And honestly, right now he is undoubtedly number 1. But he's trying to use this hype to avoid tough fights with Dillian White, to avoid fighting AJ, because in his mind he'll say, "Oh, I don't need to fight Joshua. I'm too good for him right now. He's not my level, this and that." So he's trying to use all the hype he got from being Wilder in the 3rd fight to avoid future tough fights that he could potentially lose. Not that I think he will lose though. I mean, he's definitely right now number 1 fighter, him or Usyk. But I think he beats Usyk fairly easily, just because of his size. The guy's 6'9", 290 pounds. But Fury right now is just trying to duck and escape. So I think he's ready. I think he might even vacate the WBC belt and not fight Dillian White, and instead fight Usyk, because people right now will accept that.
But do you know? Okay. Do you think Joshua is bigger than the belts though? I think
No.
he is.
Joshua right now is not bigger than the belts.
Why not?
Because people are now So before Joshua, when he beat Klitschko, at that point that was maybe almost peak Joshua. Okay, Joshua before Andy Ruiz was peak Joshua. That Joshua at that point was bigger than the belts. But once he started losing, he lost to Ruiz. He didn't look too dominant against Pulev. I mean, he beat Pulev comfortably, but he hurt him in the 3rd round. He couldn't finish him off until the 10th round. So Joshua now has started to show serious vulnerability, and because of that, I don't think right now he's bigger than the belts. Unlike the way Fury is. Fury right now, he's undefeated. He beat arguably the hardest puncher or one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. Knocked him out twice. So Fury has this air of, I'm unbeatable right now. And until you have that sense of you're unbeatable in the general audience, and the people that act, the boxing fans think that, oh, this guy's unbeatable, kind of like how Roy Jones was back in day, or Mike Tyson was in his prime. Until you get that air of I'm unbeatable with the general audience, you're not bigger than the belts at the moment. That's how I see things. And Joshua, because he's been losing, he's looked tough. He's looked vulnerable in a lot of his fights. he has no belts right now.
You have to understand how massive Joshua is. You know, when people go to watch Joshua fight, they don't go for the belts, bro. You know that. They don't go. They don't even think, okay, this guy is going to defend his title now, or they don't. They don't even care if the best is on the line.
Yeah, but it's like,
Joshua fight is like a concert. You know what I mean? That's what he is in the UK. That is what it actually is. Joshua, that's why Joshua sells out stadiums, upon stadiums. Fury can't do that. People are saying, yeah, I mean, you heard what what's his name again? There's Andre Ward, right? He already said, you know, recently saying that, okay, Fury should only fight Usyk and then move on. You know,
Andre
that Fury,
Ward.
yeah, the Fury is bigger than the belts right now. Fury, like, to be bigger than the belts, you have to be commercially huge, like commercially endowed. You know, like you control the money. Fury doesn't control the money in the division right now.
I don't even think so. I think right now
Joshua does control the money of the in the division. He controls the money, bro. You might not believe it, but that is the reality. In, you know, facts and of course stats. We also back it up.
I think that was probably before. So Fury now compared to Fury of 4 years ago are two commercially different people. Fury now is far more well known around the world, in the US and in the United Kingdom. And I think, like I said before, like, people, to be bigger than the belts, people need to know that this guy is number one or number two or whatever. And the fight, like, they need to know that these people are, like, so right now, if Fury vacates the belts, right, no one in their mind will have any doubts that this guy is number one in the division. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So at that point, that means you're bigger than the belts, because the public, even if you don't have the belt,
but listen, your point is right, is correct. You know, you are speaking from a boxing standpoint, a boxing fan standpoint.
All right, and even commercially,
Joshua's like, let's say 80% of Joshua fan base are casuals and are female, are women.
Okay,
80% of Joshua's fan base. Okay, maybe too far fetched. Let's say 75% of Joshua fan base are female. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Anytime Joshua fights, they don't care who he fights, where he's fighting, they will go. That's why when you go to Joshua's show, like, you see women the most, you know. Even grannies. You know, even grannies, like, you don't expect grannies to go with the boys. They're there. This is what I'm telling you right now. That is why you see Fury. Okay, let's say Fury. If Fury were to, like, fight, let's say someone like let's say Seferi, you know, for the second time rematch. Fury Seferi rematch. That would be interesting. so if that would be the case, if that is to be the case, bro, like, no, like, people wouldn't even attend, you know. But Joshua can easily fight Seferi, and people will attend. You know, maybe the boxing fan not, but his fans, you know, the female, you know, women, majority women, we attend.
I think that right now Fury is still.
Joshua has, like, he has crazy fan base. Okay, now if you look at the sponsors, you know, Joshua towers over Wilder and Fury, even Canelo. Went about sponsorship, even till now that it's lost. You know, of course, I think his performance in the ring need to, be better. Like we need to evolve as soon as possible, because if you keep losing and you look like, let's look at Wilder for example. Okay, he lost. Okay, against Fury again, like in the second time. You saw how his profile, blew up. His profile is off the roof right now. He gained over 300,000 followers on Facebook and Instagram. Usually, Wilder hardly gain followers. That is to show that he gained a whole brand new fans because they liked what they saw against Fury. The heart, the will to win, putting his life on the line. They saw a warrior in the ring, and they want to see that again. Fury, on the other hand, if he fights someone that is not Wilder or not in a big fight, Fury will stink everywhere. He doesn't perform when he's fighting guys that are not huge in name, that don't have big names, that are not
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He doesn't perform, because you look at all Fury's fight now. If we should look at it thoroughly, bro, his fights are always boring. Now, if we should go to this first fight, now I'm gonna be I have to now tell you, I'm gonna be mentioning the opponents he's fought and how boring the fights were. Okay, then you understand what I mean. Because it looks like you understand it. You are looking at it as a boxer fan now. I understand it from a boxing standpoint. Now, Fury, his first fight against Bella Nyonyosi. Okay fight. He knocked him out, but it wasn't okay. Yeah, no, against the bomb. Second fight, Marcel Seller, a bomb. Third fight, Danny Pereyako, another bomb. Fourth fight against Lee Swaby, complete bomb. Matthew Ellis, average. Scott Belshaw, and total bomb, I would say. Alexander Celestins, bomb. John McDermott, okay fighter, and he beat him.
Yeah, I think
John McDermott beat
the first time.
He beat Tyson Fury in the first fight, so it was entertaining, but not classic. Okay, it was entertaining for the fans. McDermott won that fight. He got robbed. Tomasz Mrazek, another bomb. Hans Jog Blasko, a complete extraordinary bomb. John McDermott, okay, got a win again. He got a win against John McDermott. It was a very interesting fight. He stopped McDermott. Yeah, it was boring, but still he stopped him. Rich Power was undefeated, but a complete bomb. Zach Page, oh my God, he's a plumber. Marcelo Nascimento was undefeated, but we know he's a taxi driver. Derek Chisora was not motivated. Okay, I would say Chisora was a brawler. Like, I was still a brawler now, but more technical now. It was a total brawler. So the fight was not anything like that. It was just Chisora coming forward and Fury like just hugging and leaning and all this kind of stuff. Nikolai Filter. The fight was not entertaining at all. We knocked him out, but it was not good. I didn't like it. Nevin Pajkic. Undefeated. Pajic was defeated, but Pajic was not good at all. It was not good. Martin Rogan, a bomb. This one is an extraordinary bomb right here. Vinin Madalon, Vinny Manuel, even though he had 35 of wins on his record, it was a complete bomb. Kerry Johnson. Kerry Johnson, we know him is a man he's a guy that comes to survive. You know, he doesn't come to fight; he comes to survive. You know, Kerry Johnson. When you fight Kerry Johnson, you know you're going to win already. Like you predict your win before even going to the ring against anyone. Like that's the reality, bro. You predict. Listen, I'll predict I'm going to win. Like you already predict the win already. Like even if you're sleeping, even if you're in the ring and you just sleep close, your eyes closed, with your eyes closed and sleeping, you beat Kerry Johnson. So because you know that you're already gonna win. Steve Cunningham, he got dropped against Steve Cunningham. It was a dramatic fight. It was a good fight, a dramatic one, and stopped Cunningham in the 7th round. Good win, I must say. Joel Abel. Joel Abel stole Abel in the 4th round. Abel we know was as an Abel, two double earlier, so I don't know which one. Yeah, I don't know. Like it wasn't exciting. It wasn't exciting at all. Derek Chisora, the rematch, he stopped Chisora in the 10th round. You know, it was stopped in the corner. Christian Hammer, it wasn't entertaining, even though he stopped Hammer in the corner. It wasn't. Fury's fight, I know entertaining. Like it wasn't. It was boring, bro. Vladimir Klitschko. Oh my God, Vladimir Klitschko. The most boring title fight in the history of the sport. The most boring world title bout in the history of the heavyweight division. Okay, you know that is the real fact. It was boring, super boring. Seferi, you know, coming back after 3 years out. Well, it was, you know already what the fight was. It was, you know, boring. It was not good. You know, people didn't attend. They knew what was going to happen. In fact, then Francesco Pianetta, the guy he kissed in the ring, right? He kissed this guy. It was so boring. Deontay Wilder, the first fight, entertaining, but not a classic. Entertaining, but a distance. Tom Schwartz, you know what to expect against Tom Schwartz. You know, Tom Schwartz was undefeated though, but Tom Schwartz Tom Schwartz is a zero fighter. Tom Schwartz is a zero fighter, bro. I've said that he's a zero fighter, not even a zero fighter. That's the lowest of the lowest out of all the low. Tom Schwartz, not good at all. Not good. Of course, he had 24 I know, was not good at all. Otto Walling. I've always liked Otto Walling because when I saw the amateur fight against Joshua, you know, I think that was back in 2012 or so, if I'm not mistaken. So I knew that it was going to be a decent fight. I never knew Otto Walling would bust a Fury up. It wasn't a 10 fight because of Otto Walling, you know, and you know what happened already. Deontay Wilder, second fight, it was okay fight. It was okay. Wilder was not himself. Fury tampered with the gloves. Bro, so many things happened in that fight that Fury is a cheater right there. I'll say that. Deontay Wilder, the third fight, a classic. So, out of all the 32 fights he's had, only one is a classic. Now you see what I'm talking about right now.
I agree. So,
you're surprised? Why are you quiet, bro? Are you surprised?
No, I mean, but like I said before, the Fury of now, commercially, compared to Fury of 4 years ago, are two different people. And I think that. Do you know
when you say that? Do you know what? But let me tell you one thing, right? Let me tell you one thing. The Fury that beat Klitschko, the Fury that beat Klitschko in 2017, that was supposed to be his grand arrival. That Fury should have beating Klitschko should have taken him to the absolute top. Should have made him an household name. Fury is not just a celeb. That's why he came up with this fake mental health story, okay, to con the fans. And he also talked about him donating his pulses, all his pulse for the Wilder fight, the first fight, to charity, which it was a complete lie. Okay, guy didn't do shit. So the Fury you're seeing now is not real. The Fury you're seeing now is a guy playing a character. Trying to lure the fans to him, trying to make it seem like he's this nice guy that comes from a decent home. Of course, he comes from a home filled of criminals. Let's not forget about that. Bro. When it's so funny when they always talk about AJ, say AJ sold weed and this kind of stuff, bro. You forgetting that all your family were incarcerated, bro. Even your bro. I don't want to even bring out the disgusting stuff that happened. Just imagine if that was Joshua and Joshua's family member that did something like that, bro. The British media will never let it rest because, first of all, Joshua is a black man. Second, is Nigerian. He's Nigerian. Bro. Thirdly, Joshua is just too good of a guy. They are looking for so many conspiracies, so many stories of Joshua negative to try and capture, but they haven't been able to find one. That's why when people say, yeah, Joshua is protected, I just look at him and laugh. Bro, during the Black Lives Matter movement, do you see what happened when Joshua even read from a script that someone wrote, from a paper that was written by someone else? And what he said, I see nothing wrong about it. Okay? I mean, supporting your own is not a bad thing. The Indians support the Indian business all day. You know what I mean? All that community support their own. What is wrong if we as people also support our own? I mean, not support them to at least grow. Because if I look at it's so funny though. It looks like we as black people, we are only good for like only good for to service people. What I mean service people, to be an athlete, work for all those big tech, all those big giant companies, and then they take advantage of everything. And yet you don't see any of their representative, that looks like you in their executive table. Okay? You know what I mean? So this is what we're talking about right now. We have to speak. That's why I speak my mind, because because I've traveled a lot. I've seen so many things, but I've studied the Western way. There are some things I like. There are lots of things that I don't like, and I speak it out. Okay, so I'm not saying that I'm not generalizing, but I'm just saying the system is against people that look like you and I. You know that already. Even in our own homeland, we are not even, bro. We are not even allowed to even live in peace. You know what I mean? The recent campaign now is to now, I don't know. I don't know if you understand pidgin English, but I don't want to say in English, because if I say in English, it's to now make men like men now. You know what I mean? Promoting it in Nigeria. Bro, that's not our culture, bro. So, this is what I'm saying. So, like I said, you have to also understand the Fury mindset as well, the way he thinks. Fury, that's why when I call him bipolar, people say, well, BBC, why are you being so unfair to this guy? Do you know that Fury has always been jealous of Joshua, of the way Joshua, of the way the British public, a lot of British public respect Joshua. I mean, I'm talking about the real ones, not those ones, not those other ones. The way they respect Joshua, he's always been jealous. That is why when Joshua was getting when Joshua was getting bamboozled by the fans, okay, regarding his BLM speech, by lots of British fans. Fury then posted a picture of Churchill with a quote on it. You know why I did that? Because he wanted, and you're posting somebody that literally starved a whole nation, almost 4 million people in Sri Lanka to death. You are talking about someone that put Kenyans in a concentration camp, a tribe in Kenya, locked up in like slaves in their homeland, and starved them as well. So you see, all these philosophers in Europe that they glorify Europe, I don't look at especially those old philosophers or old people that they glorify here. I just look at them and laugh. Like, you cannot tell me that you are against against humanity, like some human maltreatment, and then you forget about your own past, and your own past is still there. It's still there in your closet. You have not cleaned it up yet. You're trying to now, you make it seem like the other people, like, yeah, they have they have the devil amongst them. So no, that's a fact. For Fury, well, his profile is big now. I respect him. Okay, as a fighter, he's a warrior, no doubt. However, he's still not a commercial giant like Joshua. He's still not like that. Forget about Joshua's the current situation right now. Still not a commercial giant like him. So
yeah, I mean, I agree with all of that.
Yeah, bro.
It's still not as big as AJ worldwide, for sure.
Okay, can I ask you a question now?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me 2 sponsors of Fury?
I think there's like this crypto sponsor he's doing now.
But I can tell you almost 5 or 6 of Joshua sponsors that are known worldwide. There are known worldwide, not just in the UK, locals. But I'm talking about known worldwide. There are giants, bro. We have to look at that, So it's one of those. Listen, I'm not. I think Fury did well in that fight. I respect him as a fighter. I respect him. He's good. Of course, he's dirty sometimes, but he's good. Okay, he's a good boxer. But we have to speed the fights. When it comes to that as well. Anyway, though, who would you like to see Wilder fight next year?
See, so Wilder, I would like to see Wilder fight. Let me see. I'm thinking either not Luis Ortiz. He's boxing. I'm thinking either Andy Ruiz, Robert Helenius, or maybe Charles Martin would be good fights for Wilder.
Yeah. Charles Martin. That would be a very interesting fight, though.
Fights. He shouldn't fight anyone that's like, well, except for Andy Ruiz, that's like in the top 10. Like right now, honestly, Wilder versus Chisora would be a good fight too, but I don't think Chisora will take that kind of risk right now. Chisora's getting old. I think that's an easy win for Wilder if he fights Derek Chisora. But I think that would be a good fight. Maybe even Joseph Parker too. But I think these are all like maybe one level above the fighters he should be fighting after such a tough fight. Maybe he should come back and work on some of the skills that Malik Scott has been teaching him. And to do that, fight like a fighter that's a level below, like the Joseph Parkers, the Derek Chisoras. So like I said before, like Charles Martin, Robert Helenius maybe. So fight those guys. I think those would be really good fights.
Yeah, man.
I don't think he should fight Dillian. He's Gumma Mahomes that said that he should fight Dillian White. I don't think Dillian White right now, I think that's a tough fight for Wilder. Tough fight in the sense that he may take some damage, and he still needs time to work on a lot of the things that Malik Scott has been teaching him. Like we saw in this fight with Fury, he was trying to do those things, but it still wasn't fully grounded in his subconscious. That until like his defense wasn't there, his jabs to the body wasn't there after like the second round. He needs to work on his gas tank and stuff like that, and he needs a tune-up fight before he starts fighting the top 10 guys again. That's what I think.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be good though. The heavy division right now is on fire.
It's on fire.
What do you make of the FA Jaguars performance?
See, honestly, I used to like Efe Ajagba, but until he started talking about AJ in a disrespectful manner, I don't really like him like that anymore. I'm actually glad I was rooting against him. I'm not gonna
bro,
lie. I was rooting against
bro,
him. I was
get
glad
off your
because
feelings, bro. Like
he needs to be humbled.
I,
And I'm glad
I,
he was humbled.
bro, I find Jagba is my brother, bro. As so is Joshua. So we don't like one over another. I mean, I'm a
Glad he was humbled
Pidgevian.
though, because it's interesting. I mean, I'm just glad he got humbled, and like maybe this will be a lesson not to talk too much out of turn. Can you look at what AJ has accomplished in his career? Efe Ajagba will be lucky to have half of AJ's career, and he should be looking up to AJ as someone whose career that he wants to meet and actually exceed. Instead, he was saying, "Oh, AJ's time has passed. He doesn't consider AJ and like this and that." He's always talking negatively about AJ, and I don't think it makes sense. And at least now he's been humbled, because he now has lost too, and because he has lost now, he knows that his career isn't over, right? But meanwhile, he was saying AJ's career was over when he had a loss. So I think now he can like look at himself and say, all right, I guess my career isn't over. I guess AJ's career isn't over as well. You know, let me watch what I say now and respect myself. But I'm glad he lost this early in his career, because now he knows what he has to improve on. Because losses are important. It's not bad to lose, It would have been worse if he had lost later on in his career. Like AJ right now is still learning on the job, so he's still losing. It'd be better if AJ had lost like more in the amateurs. At least then he'd know what to improve on, what to like what his weaknesses are, and work with his trainers to actually improve those deficiencies that he had. But yeah, Ajagba got like Goma Mahunza said, he got rushed and he got humbled.
Got humbled. I don't know about that, bro. I think Ajagba just wasn't ready for that version of Frank Sanchez, because he expected Francis to come forward, but that's what Francis said he was going to do.
That's not Sanchez style, though. You should know how the Cubans fight. The Cubans.
Well. What is? I speak Spanish, bro. I speak and understand Spanish. There was an interview that he conducted in Spanish. He said he was going to come forward and test Ajagba. Well, that's not what happened, bro. What happened was,
it doesn't matter. In that case, he got played by a really not even. I mean, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse at all.
Bro, I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just saying that was what Francis said, and he didn't do that. And he also, Ajagba, just could not adapt to Francis' movement. I think it's something. Of course, it's something he trained for. Okay, he sparred the likes of
Tyson Fury, right?
Tyson Fury,
camp. Yeah.
And Jerry Anderson.
Style though, so it's a bit different.
However, but Francis just he fights different. So I don't know what happened. It's just one of those things. I'm disappointed on that performance. But I hope he bounces back in rematch. There'll be a rematch.
Yeah, I hope he bounces back too. But I just wish that he'll respect, other Nigerian fighters that are in the game they're kind of like paving the way for people like him to become big names. Instead he's disrespecting them, and that's what I didn't like. But now I'm glad he lost. But I'm also rooting for him, wishing the
best. Who is this Guman Muhunza, bro? Do you know that this is your name, Muhunza, has a meaning in my language? If I should if I should put it together, not you remove that U and you put high Gima. That's let us that Gima. If you remove that U move that U and put I there. That's Gima. That's let us. There's Muhuza. Muhuza. HON is head. Something like let's put head together. If I have to break it down further, it's crazy, man.
I think Ajagba was overhyped. I feel like Ajagba versus Sanchez was kind of like Dubois versus Joe Joyce, but to a lesser degree, in a sense that Ajagba was made out to be this big puncher, and the guy he was fighting, well, Sanchez to a lesser extent isn't as known as Joe Joyce, obviously. But he was based off his amateur background, though. You know that Sanchez is no joke. That he has the experience, he has the skills to back it up too. And I think, yeah, like Mahumza said, he was rushed. He was rushed into that fight. Same way as Dubois was rushed into fight in Joyce.
Well, you
He was
didn't do
bought into the
anything,
hype.
bro.
He bought into the hype.
Your name is just interesting, bro. Like
Mahumza.
it's just interesting. That's it. That's all. Anyway,
But yeah,
Ajaba,
I like to see us. I like to see Sanchez. I mean, not Sanchez. Ajagba come back and fight. Well, the guy he's fighting next is gonna be a no name, obviously.
you said who?
I think the person he fights next will be a no name.
No, there's a
Maybe
rematch.
a
There's a
Konami
rematch
match.
clause, bro.
Oh,
There's a
really?
rematch.
Oh, really? There is?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that I didn't know.
There's a
Was it a two-way
rematch.
rematch clause? So Sanchez
Well,
lost, but he had gotten rematched too.
well, maybe because what Ajaba posted on his Instagram 2 days ago, he said, "Hey fans, I know you guys are disappointed. I am disappointed as well. I got a few things to take care of, and I will definitely be back for a rematch."
I think he loses that rematch, honestly. There's nothing I
Well,
saw in that fight. There's nothing I saw in that fight. Like, even though AJ lost against Usyk, AJ was touching up Usyk. Like, Usyk didn't come out clean from that fight. And I think AJ could have won had he been more confident in himself and in his chin too. Right now, he's just scared to take risks. He's scared to take a lot of risks. But in that Ajagba fight versus Sanchez, I didn't see anything from Sanchez, or from Ajagba, I mean, that would trouble Sanchez. Sanchez had an easy night. He wasn't in any trouble. He didn't look like he had to even try too hard. The
what
rematch is an
about
easy
what about
repeat.
the Elenius Konaki rematch?
I think. Oh, that was a good fight too. So for that one, I missed most of it because my Fox pay-per-view thing wasn't working. It was annoying. But I think in the first fight, honestly, based off the way the first fight ended, I predicted that Helenius would actually knock out Kanaki again because Kanaki just isn't. He's made to get hit. His fighting style isn't. He has almost no movement, no head movement. He's kind of flat-footed. He just wants to come forward. And imagine they were talking about this guy fighting. They were talking about Kanaki earlier fighting Deontay Wilder. Like, was it 2 years ago or last year or something? He would have gotten killed. He's flat-footed. He has this come forward style that I'll take punishment to dish out my own punishment, my combinations. And Helenius is one that, like, I think Helenius is one maybe like the top 5 hitters in the heavyweight division. Like, the guy has serious power. So I called that repeat. He was gonna lose again, and it was pretty obvious. This one he actually lost a lot more embarrassingly than he did in the first fight. He was losing, so he decided to get disqualified, going for low blows and whatnot. It was embarrassing, honestly.
Yeah, Elenius. It was just funny, like to see Elenius, like push
Well, this is
Konaki
good. He's
forward,
good.
and
I think Kanaki has minimal skills. He was being hyped up too. It's easy to market a fighter that has a nation behind them, right? Kanaki had like Poland behind him, and so they're trying to hype him up. They're trying to market him to the public, and he just got found out. He got exposed. That his fighting
mm,
style is good for the lower levels and maybe the intermediate levels, but at that high level, you need to either have a solid chin, solid movement, or have some kind of like size and weight advantage to be competitive. And this guy has neither. Honestly, he's a short guy. He has no movement. He has combinations, but like I mentioned before, like the risk that he takes, because he has to go in. He's a shorter guy now. He's a come forward fighter, so he walks in, tries to take some punishment, and tries to dish out his own punishment with his combinations. But against the elite fighters, like heavy-handed people in this division, which there are a lot, I don't think he stands much of a chance at that highest level. I think he beat Charles Martin though, right? I think he beat Charles Martin.
yeah, he did. Very
But
interesting
yeah,
though.
I
What
predicted
about the
that.
Jared Anderson?
I missed that fight. The only thing I know though is that I heard that he was touching up Tyson Fury in sparring.
Mm,
That's the only thing I heard, but I missed that fight entirely. But yeah, like you're saying in the chat, I don't think Ajagba should take that rematch with Frank Sanchez, because in my opinion, based off what I saw, he's not winning that rematch.
You think so?
Like there was nothing. Like, do you see anything he did that showed that he could trouble Sanchez? Sanchez was he was comfortable in that entire fight. He was never in any trouble. He didn't even look like he was like trying hard.
Mm.
I mean, Jagwell, he needs to work on some stuff, for some serious stuff. Like, it may take like 1 or 2 training camps, but he needs to work on some stuff before he can face Sanchez again. Because based off that first fight, there's nothing I saw that warrants a rematch, honestly. But I mean, they signed a contract, so let him get his rematch. But I think it'll just be another L.
That's what you think,
That's what
bro?
I think. I mean, I wish the best for him. I wish the best for him. I know he's Nigerian, but he was talking shit, and now he's been humbled. So, but I think it's too soon for that rematch.
What is wrong for a father to talk the shit like sometimes?
See, it's not about. I mean, there's certain fighters you can talk shit to, right? Like, for example, like if he was talking shit about Fury, okay, let's say he wasn't on Fury's sparring partner, right? And he was talking shit about Fury. That would make sense. But he's Nigerian, AJ is Nigerian, right? You should at least show some kind of respect that they are one of the few Nigerians in the game right now at the highest level of boxing. Instead of insulting him, you can say positive words about him, or just say nothing at all. You don't have to comment about everything. Just say, "Oh yeah, AJ, he lost that fight, but he'll bounce back." Simple as that. Instead, he started saying, "AJ's time has passed. He has 2 losses now. I don't want to fight him anymore. There's no point. His time is gone."
Well, he didn't say that he doesn't want to fight him anymore, though.
He did. He said that. It doesn't make sense for him, because before the interviewer asked him, you once stated that you wanted to fight AJ, Anthony Joshua in Nigeria for the heavyweight belts. Would you still want to fight AJ now that he's lost? Then he said, no. AJ's time has passed. Like, the new people are here, this and that. Like, his time was before, and like now it's a new time. That's what he said. He said he doesn't want to fight AJ anymore. So
do you think he meant it in a negative way or what?
You can watch. I can link the interview in the chat if you want to watch it.
Yeah, I don't. I listened to some of it. I didn't watch it, but I listened to some of it. I don't know what to make of it because I don't think he hates Joshua. I
don't think he hates Joshua either, but he definitely doesn't respect Joshua. And I mean, even that's fine. As a fighter, you always respect everyone, but he shouldn't be talking negatively about Joshua in that way. And I got negative vibes from what he said. But I mean, either way though, what's happened has happened. He's lost his fight. He's learned a lesson, and I wish him all the best. I hope he can come back in. I don't think, like I said before, don't take that rematch because it doesn't make sense given what I saw. Maybe he feels differently. Maybe he thinks, I could have done this better, but based off what I saw, he was outclassed with relative ease. Like Sanchez never looked like he went out of first gear in that fight. Okay, Mahumza said AJ's time has passed. So to that, I will say this: AJ right now, he's not the same fighter because he's, like I said before, he's too scared to take risks now.
Well, Joshua time has not passed, bro.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree that. Gimamuza.
I mean,
I'm using my language, bro. That stuff is like Gimamuza.
Coming from, but I don't think that. He's just now like AJ right now is. Oh God. Tyson Fury right now is a master at boxing. Usyk is a master at boxing. Like, these are people that have fully developed their styles, are confident in their styles, and are just adding a couple of things here and there and tweaking their styles a little bit based off who they fight. AJ right now is someone who's still trying to find his style, still trying to find his confidence, and still trying to figure out who he is as a boxer. So like he's not a master at the craft like Usyk is, like Fury is, like Klitschko was. he's not there yet, and you can clearly see he's not there because even he's not sure like what the best version of AJ is. He feels kind of confused in the ring sometimes. So AJ is still coming into himself as a fighter. And I say that because 32. Yeah, exactly. He's trying to figure exactly. Like he's not like I said before, he's not a master yet, like the other guys are, like Ali was, like Foreman was. And you saw it after that Ruiz loss where he changed his style entirely to be more movement based, to be more defensive based. I think the next AJ we see, hopefully versus Usyk in the rematch, will probably be the finished article for the most part. I think a mix of that aggression, because he has to take risks. There's no way, like Fury right now, Fury showed more heart in that Wilder fight than AJ showed in his last 3 fights. Because you can't be a boxer and not expect to get hit. It's nice he wants to do that sweet sign stuff, the jab, jab, move around, jab, jab. But in doing that, he's given up the attributes that made him great in the first place. You have to be willing to take risks in boxing. You have to be willing to get hit. And I think it's, AJ said before that he wants to be in the game for a long time. You've heard him say that, have you?
Yeah, he did say that.
And I think that's a bad thing to even like. That's a bad mindset to have. Just because when you think like that, you're going to want to take less risk on everything. And it's actually pretty conceited of him to even think that way in the first place. Boxing isn't just some game that you say, yeah, I'm gonna be in the game for a long time. You say it with your chest, Boxing it's a rough and tumble game. Like anything can happen in any fight, which is why you have to give it your all every fight. They say heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's not easy to be number one, and he's seeing that now. Like he said, he wants to be in the game for a long time, wants to be at top for a long time, and now he's not even at the top anymore. So accept that boxing is a hard game. Accept that in boxing you're gonna have to take risks. Accept that in boxing you're gonna have to put it on the line to get the win, like Fury did against Wilder. Fury wasn't known as a front foot fighter before. He was always in the back foot, dancing around, jab, jab, jabs. But against Wilder, he had to change his style. He had to come forward. He had to take risks and risk getting hit by that right hand that knocked out 49 or like 41 people before him, or 39 people or whatever. You can't always expect to box the same style and beat everyone. And to land your shots, you have to want to get hit too. I think until he accepts that, I don't think he'll beat Usyk in the rematch. But if he does, though, and maybe change his team, because Rob McCracken is garbage, he needs to get some real American trainers in his corner, some people that will teach him to be confident, to trust his chin, know how to fight better on the inside, like how Errol Spence does, where you're tight on the inside and you're not really taking shots. Maybe get a sports therapist, I don't know, but he needs to work on his confidence and accept the fact that you're going to get hit in boxing, because this is boxing.
Well, that's interesting, bro. Anyway, I want to thank you for showing support as usual, as always. And tomorrow we'll be right back again. If you're available, then you can definitely join.
For sure.
God bless you, brother. Shout out to people that are still watching right now, bro. We're almost 3 hours in. Damn, it's crazy. I mean, I've never stayed this long before, except maybe when you covering fight, this kind of stuff. Shout out to Sean McCain. Yeah, Guma Gima Musa. Yeah, yo, go. God bless you guys. Stay blessed.